Midnight music. Midnight music. Midnight music. Midnight music.
You guys keep talking.
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
Look at that
I
big
love.
hunk of meat.
I use
Oh,
my
you
Alexa
shouldn't have,
literally
Will.
for everything.
I'm officially in 2 group chats now.
For what? For like work?
That's it.
My brother's bachelor party, which we're trying to find a date for, and then my friend's bachelor party, which we're all going to Miami for
Well,
tomorrow.
you're trying to find a date for your brother's bachelor party?
Yeah, he's trying to find a date with all his friends, and then
Oh, like you
guess
mean
I
like
book
a
everything.
date, like
Like
a
a
calendar
calendar.
date?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
the calendar.
I'm like, well,
I was like, yeah.
yeah, I'm in Jets, my brother's.
I was
bachelor
totally
party.
confused for a little bit. I was like, what is going on?
I should have said a weekend. We're looking for a weekend. Trying to book a weekend.
what'd y'all do for Valentine's Day?
8 wings.
Yes.
We went out to eat next door. Although the place, like the restaurant next to her spot, fucking amazing.
Really?
What kind of food?
It was really good. They did like a special where you get an appetizer, main course, and dessert for $50 a pop.
Ooh, I love that.
So we both got bruschetta. She got chicken. I got salmon, and then she got I forget her dessert, and I got a lava cake.
Hell yeah.
Lava
So it was good. We got a bottle of
lava
rosé.
cake.
Free prosecco. It was free prosecco.
Prosecco?
Came with the dinner. So it was solid. It was a lot of fun.
Nice.
Get nice little drunk on a Monday.
What's my thing say? Vengeance was fire. Hold on.
You know, I just realized
What's up?
this is the first time all 3 of us have been in a relationship at the same time.
Now it's cursed. I'm joking.
Why is it?
I'm
It's
joking,
not
okay.
curse. Rude.
Yeah, we have to talk about that. Kay out of nowhere. It took me forever to actually realize you were wearing a.
Make it official.
No, you were wearing a cladding ring because I totally just like.
I was like, because like we've talked about the clattering so much, so like I'm like when I flipped my clad, I'm like Ricky will understand, and then there was no response, and I'm like, okay.
Until like really, really late.
Yeah, literally, like we went to a queer Valentine's Day dance on Saturday, and then I don't know, the conversation came up, and then
Then you just said
we
yes.
decided. Yeah, we were really talking about it because we went to the dance with my friends that live downstairs. It was like a
Okay.
double date. So, but we were kind of like, there were moments where like my partner was alone with like one of my friends and I would be alone with the other one. So like it was giving very middle school. Like I
It
found out
sounded. You
like
said we went to the dance with my friends from downstairs.
it was really okay, but literally though, so because think of it this way, like a lot of queer kids like couldn't go to prom and like be themselves, whether it because their school doesn't let them or because they're not out or whatever. Like, so a lot of times they'll do like dances and things like that in queer spaces. It's almost like a inner child healing sort of thing. So it was really cute. It was at a beer garden.
Nice.
So like, it was the venue was beautiful and it was like decorated like a school dance would be, and they had a whole bunch of different vendors. They had a barber doing like undercuts. They had a manicure station. They had tarot readings.
That's cool.
It was really fun.
That sounds like
Yeah,
a lot
it
of fun.
does actually.
Yeah, they had bands playing. So there's a lesbian, it's called Dave's Lesbian Bar. They're trying to build a lesbian bar in Astoria because there aren't any. So they don't have a brick and mortar location yet. So they do monthly pop-ups and they partner with bars in Astoria. So this was put on by Dave's Lesbian Bar, but it was hosted at the Bohemian Beer Garden.
It's bad that every time I think lesbian bar, I think the Lesbos episode from South Park. Yeah.
Of South Park.
It's pronounced
This
Lebeau.
is
Lesbos!
Lesbos.
Yeah, Ricky, check the YouTube because the stream says 282
I'm
Vengeance with
already
Flair.
on it. I'm working on it right now.
All right, cool. I also don't know why. I mean, I think it's just my subscriptions, but like I can see the ones live, but also my subscriptions page. There's another one that says set reminder that hasn't gone live.
That
yet.
happens every week.
Every week.
And I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I haven't
It's
figured it out.
annoying.
Hello, Kavita.
I mean, if you're subscribed, you'll see the one that's obviously live. Like it's something out of the world. Like, I figure people can figure it out.
I don't know why it does that. And it's the only one that it does it with.
Yeah. All right, there we go.
Alright, it's fixed, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
good.
yeah. I don't know why that happened, but whatever.
You probably how do you change the titles? Is it on the back
I
or
do
through
I do it
OBS?
through Restream. /3. Oh, it's through Restream, yeah.
Oh.
So
Oh,
So like
interesting.
what happens is I'll schedule an event on Restream. And so it'll update everything because that's the easiest way I can do like the description and all of that stuff
Okay.
on all the platforms. But for YouTube, for some reason, it messes
Yeah,
up.
Restream's pretty nice like
Yeah.
that.
For YouTube, for some reason, it messes up, but I haven't figured out why yet. There we go. Road to the top is fixed. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it keeps messing up. Oh, so Will, I'll let you know this. So I was just playing MLB The Show.
Oh yeah.
So what so on the show 21, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, we're having what they're calling a tech test for like the next week starting tomorrow. So essentially, you get to play the build, pretty much the final build of the game, and give them feedback for a week.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really cool.
Interesting.
Sign me up. Even though I don't have a system to play it on.
I think it's free, to be honest with you. I'm not sure. I'll have to, because like I wanted to like sign up for it today before we started, but they didn't. It wasn't open yet on Xbox.
Essentially, it's like, hey, play our super buggy game so we know what to fix.
You've got
Thanks.
Are you all watching the new season of South
I
Park?
have not started.
I haven't started either. They're all on HBO. I could just watch all of them, but I just haven't the time.
I need to
Okay,
finish. I need to
so-
finish Peacemaker tonight. I think the last episode.
I have to start Peacemaker. Okay, so last week's episode of South Park, I watched it last. It had me fucking crying.
Really?
It's about Token,
Oh God,
and
he's still
Oh my
there?
god! I saw the memes. And I was just like, that is the greatest joke ever.
so
It's such a-
Token is actually named after J.R.R. Tolkien.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, his name's actually his name's Tolkien.
But it was Tolkien. There was an
but
I
yeah.
in Tolkien.
No, but it's pronounced. Yeah, it's pronounced. I guess Tolkien. J.R.R.
Interesting.
Tolkien.
So
It's a play on words. I love it.
So Stan, his whole life, thinks that Tolkien is named Token. So he's like trying to figure out if he's racist. And he's like, "Did you know he was named after J.R.R. Tolkien?" Everyone's like, "Yes." But he like then starts reading all the books, and it's really
Stan's the only one who doesn't know.
yes. Even Cartman knows.
Wow.
That's amazing.
It was so good. And I don't know, I love South Park, and it's a good season.
Nice. I mean,
I have to watch the last of the pandemic specials. The one that was on Paramount.
Oh my god, the pandemic specials were so good.
I have to watch the second one.
It was funny.
yeah. All right. Yeah, can I nerd out real quick? Did anybody?
Professor Chaos. Chaos.
Did anybody watch
Ciao.
the new Doctor Strange 2 trailer?
I didn't.
Do I miss the Super Bowl?
Did you see the halftime show at least?
No.
Yes, it was incredible.
I have to go on YouTube.
Oh,
and watch
it got before the night was over. It had already gotten like 6 million views.
Dude, I've heard nothing
it was
but good things.
fucking great.
That was one of the best halftime shows I've ever seen. It's one of the best halftime shows
anyone
ever.
I've heard bad things from, I don't take seriously anyway. So their opinion is moot.
You know what really got to me? All of a sudden, out of nowhere, like people like Skip Bayless is reported, like, yeah, they were good and all. No offense to them, but like Prince was better. I'm like, who has?
What?
I was like, what
Prince
does Prince have to do with this performance? Like, but people were like, oh, Prince was better.
No, yeah, it's completely different eras, completely different genres, completely different fan. Like everything about that statement is different. I saw people got mad about two things. One, that Snoop Dogg smoked weed before he went on
That's
stage.
like saying the
which
sky is blue.
he did a legal thing in a legal state legally. Holy shit! And that Eminem took a knee.
They were all full. I mean, the Eminem knee controversy was false, anyways.
Yeah, the NFL knew he was going to do that to begin with. Also,
He was probably tired. Dude's 50. I take a knee too.
Where I lived on Long Island before I moved to Queens, Suffolk County, their police boycotted the Super Bowl because of the halftime
show. Wait, you guys were the schmucks that did that?
Yeah. It was Suffolk County fucking
Well, because the
police.
Suffolk County PBA wrote this letter about how it was anti-police or something.
I mean, to be fair, at least they understand my Kaepernick was actually protesting.
Touche.
Suffolk County
they got the message.
Like cops.
I mean, like, at least they understood the assignment.
Oh man, that's really funny because I read the Suffolk County PBA letter. It was really stupid.
Yeah. Suffolk County is really stupid. That's why I moved away.
There's a lot of land out here, though. I want to read this statement again.
Oh, that's right. You live in Suffolk now. So it's really your people,
not my people
that did
I
this.
just moved here.
Well, they're not my people. I didn't grow up in Suffolk County.
You did grow up in Suffolk County.
No, I did not. I spent half my life in Nassau County.
There's still a lot of growing in Suffolk.
Yeah, you're both well-known to me. All right, they're both your people.
That's why I read it. Okay, so ironically, I read this from the post about Suffolk County's PBA, which is fucking horrible on my part. But it's because Instagram removed the post, and they were like, "Wait, no, we misinterpreted our own rule and put the post back up."
Oh my god! How do they misinterpret their own rule?
It happens in the NFL all the time. Have you seen the refs lately?
The Super Bowl was like the first game I really watched this season, and even so, we barely watched the Super Bowl because it was just like the four of us, like me, my housemates, and my partner came over, and we just watched it. But I came downstairs late because I was on the phone with my friend, and then we were waiting for one of my friends to come home, but we wanted to wait for her for the halftime show, so we had to pause it. And we weren't actually invested in the Super Bowl. We only cared about... It was a good game from what I saw. We cared about Tyler was doing fantasy, so I was rooting for
Nice.
his boxes.
So here's the funny thing about it. So Suffolk County PBA posted on Instagram saying encouraging people to shoot police officers apparently earned you a spot as a headliner at the Super Bowl. If you choose to watch the game at all, we won't be. Halftime is a great moment to shut your TV off in honor of those men and women in blue who gave their lives for us.
What? All right, pause. Tell me one ever in the history of Super Bowl halftime shows anyone ever said it was anything but Pepsi. Pepsi halftime show. It's not. It's the halftime show is about money and ratings and sponsorship.
It's capitalism.
It has nothing to do with your boys in blue.
The only blue thing about the halftime show is the Pepsi.
And Snoop Dogg's outfit.
Yeah.
And Snoop's outfit.
Enjoy a peaceful protest, you morons.
Apparently, they told Snoop not to wear a blue bandana, so he wore a blue bandana outfit.
That's also
instead.
probably a whole falsification.
That's what the internet said. I'm sure.
Also, I mean, I love that the Suffolk County PBA said they weren't going to be watching the Super Bowl because it was still the highest rated television show in the last 14 years. Yeah.
Really?
The ratings came out. It was massive.
It was an incredible halftime show.
I was wondering what the ratings would be. I assumed super high.
It's like 101.4 million or something like that.
And Tom Brady wasn't in it, so people were more interested.
Yeah, fuck Tom Brady. It was very nice.
Here's the best part about it is they didn't like the fact that Snoop Dogg, a recent song that Snoop Dogg came out with, it said the post included lyrics of Snoop Dogg and collaborator J5 slapped song Police, screenshotted from a New York Post column, questioning the NFL and sponsors' money-grabbing decision to allow rap the headline. The song, which features incendiary anti-police lyrics, was released on January 22nd, just weeks before the big game. And a lot of the supposed lyrics talks about, crooked cops. Go fucking figure. But they're not even rapped by Snoop Dogg.
Just because
the
he's
song
on
is attributed.
like
it's
him?
Snoop Dogg featuring a couple of people.
We're still having the lyrics of violence argument. I thought that was the Two Live Crew took it.
Well, no. Because of Two Live Crew, that's why you had the parental advisory. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. That does nothing. Enjoy a symbolic victory, you fucking morons.
Oh, man.
It's wild, though, because I just remember, my whole life, the Super Bowl was usually catered to artists my parents and now we are the adults they're catering to.
Well, I mean, Austin Jones, the first time that they actually had a full rap or hip-hop ensemble, they've always kind of locked them out or made them, a random person, featured artist like fucking Nelly that one year.
Missy Elliott,
yeah. So rap headlining was a huge thing, and to do it in LA was crazy.
I loved
it. What you'll see is that they do this whole thing. So they pretty much the set is they recreate a block of Compton.
Oh, jeez.
But it's a famous block with one of their famous restaurants and stuff on it. And so there's multiple houses. And so Dre's on top of one of the houses, and he has a whole audio board, and he's producing the halftime show, quote unquote.
That's really cool.
It was really cool.
That's cool. Dude, I love Dre. I love all those. I love all those artists. Then Fat 50 came out. That was pretty funny. I heard 50 was fat.
It wasn't. He's a little bit thicker. He's not as lean as he used to be. Remember when 50 in that
was 20 years
50
ago.
in the early 2000s, he was I wouldn't have messed with him. Yeah,
terrifying. Yeah, scary motherfucker.
He's a little bit chunkier. The best comment I saw was it looks like inflation got the 50 cent too.
Inflation got the 50%. He got 50 cents.
Got 50 cent to $1. But that was a huge surprise because he recreated his in the club music video and he was hanging upside down. And I was like, that's fucking brilliant.
It was.
Because I had no idea he was showing up. But I did think, even though he didn't get a lot of time, Kendrick Lamar's performance was unbelievable.
Kendrick slapped. Genuinely, truly slapped.
Kendrick was bananas. I loved his performance.
Kendrick won the Super Bowl for me.
So much energy, but they also slapped in a little. They snuck in a little Tupac dedication.
Yeah, that was cool.
Sami was like, we wanted a Tupac hologram, so we got an overweight 50 Cent.
Oh, there's some tweet where they put the Tupac hologram with the other ghost from Star Wars.
Oh, that's great.
Speaking of, did we all watch the end of Book of Boba?
Yes, it was great.
Yes.
Dude, I hope they don't do a season
No, we're
two.
not. It's
gonna
a
be
one-off.
terrible.
It's supposed to be a one-off.
Thank God. They should have called it Boba Fett in the Buck between Mandalorian season 2 and 3.
Well, now Grogu won't die at the hands of Luke, so that's.
Yeah, because like I saw another meme was just like, wow, someone who picks up in season 3 of Mandalorian is being really confused.
Yeah, although I did love a shot of Boba Fett on the Rancor at the end.
Yeah, dude, that was like, wow, you really
The final battle.
Put on the Rancor. And honestly, low key, the best part of that series is like the ending theme.
It is that show is done. It's just everything about it is so good.
Kenobi's coming up in May.
I can't wait.
Kenobi's in May. There's a lot of stuff. Both of you guys need to watch the 2-minute Doctor Strange official movie trailer.
Okay.
There is a massive Easter egg in there if you listen.
If you listen.
Besides all the
Noted.
other shit that's in there.
Isn't Deadpool in there?
No, it's not in the trailer.
Shucks.
I can't wait for the time where Deadpool does show up in the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have this hope that Deadpool becomes the Stan Lee cameo in all the movies.
Oh, that would be fun.
That would be really cool. That would be really clever.
That would be very clever.
Because he's one of the only fourth wall breaking characters that Marvel has, so he can literally just go wherever, and it'd be really funny, and he becomes like a Where's Waldo type character.
Yeah, he would.
Did they just make a new Blade movie and Deadpool's just like?
Well, they are making a new Blade movie.
I hope Deadpool has a
You don't
cameo
know
in
who
it.
the new Blade is?
It's
No.
No, it's
not
Mahershala
Wesley
Ali.
Snipes.
Wow.
Did nobody
that.
watch Comic-Con from 2 years ago?
No.
They brought him up on stage at the end of the Marvel press, at the end of the Marvel presser, and he put on the Blade hat because he's going to be the new Blade.
That's cool.
That's believable.
That is.
He's going to be the new Blade, and he does a voice cameo at the end of Eternals.
Oh, okay. I
It's
never
on
saw
Disney
Eternals.
Plus. Watch the movie. It's a decent movie. None of it's going to make sense until later on down the road. It's a big setup movie, but it's a good movie.
Gosh.
Like watching Angelina Jolie just want to kill people the entire movie is fucking great.
I live for
I
that.
actually think you will like it because there's a lot of cool stuff in it. There's a deaf girl. There's a guy. One of the Eternals is an African American male, but also in a same-sex relationship.
Ooh, what the
Mhm,
character
the
is?
character
Or
is.
the actor is? Oh, good. We love a gay.
The deaf girl's
representation.
actually really deaf in real life. She's fucking fantastic in the movie. There's a guy who plays a Bollywood actor who's actually Indian. There's one of the characters, Sprite, has the body and the look of like a 10-year-old child.
Could you guys
can
hear
hear
sounds again?
I can't hear sounds now. No, I did not hear
You
any
did?
sounds. Sorry. And Sprite's whole thing is that they never get to grow up.
You're still not hearing Walter?
No.
Huh.
No.
I completely forgot about that last week.
Yeah, you got 3 minutes.
It's 8 o'clock already. Jesus.
Let me load up my outline and all my funny banter that I have.
Oh, that's weird. You guys can't hear.
What happened?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I completely forgot about it. Settings. Just for multi-channel.
If anybody's listening to us, and also people who are my co-hosts, go on your personal YouTubes and like our video. Get us more people, including you.
Including.
Yes.
You mean including me? Hold on. I'm putting my nails on as we speak.
The mess. I don't know.
Well, I'm running out of time on this with this fucking week, so I'm.
Yeah, this week's
multitasking.
kind of flying by. It's kind of nuts.
It's freaking me out. I have too much shit
Oh,
to
well,
do.
you'll love this. So once I got the new Pixel, I still have my old Pixel phone because I never took it from Verizon. So, because I bought it from Best Buy. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to trade it back in the Best Buy because it's been in good condition. And I can pretty much get $250 for it.
Good for you, but will you get it in credit?
In Best
for
Buy, Best Buy card. I can hear something now, Will.
Yay!
You can hear it again?
Yeah.
It's
No,
not
it's
that
not
loud.
now, but I heard the intro music. See, I'll get in Best Buy like a gift card or store credit, which will then I'll get a new TV for my bedroom.
Ooh, what the hell's that big a TV do you
It's
want?
just gonna be. I mean, it's gonna my bedroom stand or my dresser. It's gonna be my dresser. It'll be like a 43-inch TV.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll
Not
pay
bad.
less than $100 for it with my gift card.
Love.
Right?
I love gift cards.
Because it's not gonna be hooked up to my cable or anything.
Yeah, that's true.
And now I pay for my own. I pay for my own phone now, and my own phone alone.
Wow. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I can hear. Whoa! What's going on?
Hang on.
Wow.
I can't hear it coming through the YouTube either.
Really?
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
No, like, I unmuted my TV. I played a soundbite to see if I could hear it through my TV on YouTube. I can't. It's very low. So Ricky, is it on your side maybe?
No, because everything is.
I don't have it on yet.
How about that?
I can hear that.
I hear that.
No.
Was it loud though?
Not really.
No?
No.
Okay, that's as loud as I can make the sound pads.
That's weird.
Hmm.
Because you're on full blast up here, Will.
Yeah, next time, you know what? Maybe it's a Skype thing, because next time I'm on Zoom, I'm going to see if people can hear my sound pads. Or if I'm in Discord.
But it shouldn't be, because I'm able to hear you perfectly, and like you're good, you're fine.
I hear you. It's your stuff. It
Yeah.
just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Mixer?
Microphone. Logitech Brio.
How about, can you hear me now? Okay.
There it is.
Better.
Yes.
Is it normal?
Mhm.
You know what
Something
it was?
was turned off.
What?
For some reason. No, for some reason my input on Skype was my camera.
Oh.
What?
But
Yeah,
now I can hear myself.
but I don't know.
I can hear me.
Huh?
Yes.
You can hear you. Why can
Well, I
you
don't
hear
think I can
you?
myself now.
Okay.
Oh yes, I can. Fuck.
Now I hear me.
Okay,
Yeah.
you guys hear yourself. Maybe make this. Oh, no, I come to my TV. Multi-channel. Stereo. How about that? Better?
Yeah. Play a soundbite. No, I can't
Can't hear
hear myself. Play a soundbite.
I can.
Good. Yeah.
We're good?
Great. Yeah.
Yeah. Note to self: don't put you on multi-channel on Skype. It's a Skype setting. Skype fucked
Gotcha.
up.
That's right. Now that we've figured out all of our audio, let's start the show, shall we? Are you ready, Will?
Yeah, it's gonna switch up audition
Okay,
real
just
quick.
tell me when.
Are we off?
Oh,
the
no,
stream?
we're still on. I can go to
on the stream, but on the title screen or whatever.
No, I can switch us to like a starting soon screen real quick.
Yeah, it's switch to the
All
starting
right,
screen.
we'll be starting sooner.
It'll be back
Pretty
in 30
much,
seconds.
yeah.
American.
Midnight music.
Coming up this week on Kings of the Rings podcast, we celebrate our founder Willy T's birthday in the best way we can by discussing Cody Rhodes in a Saudi Arabia premium live event, Will's favorites. Plus, NXT tries to level up with their latest special and the brand new show, as well as a GM mode returning to WWE 2K22. So make sure to take a knee during your Super Bowl halftime performance because we're coming at you harder than Dave Chappelle at a town meeting for affordable housing. It's KOTR, Kings of the Rings podcast, exclusively on Wrestle Addict Radio, and it starts right now.
Midnight music.
Happy birthday, Will.
Thanks,
Happy
man.
birthday!
Yeah, right.
Everybody.
Ladies-
Appreciate it.
Ooh,
27
don't
years
tell me about
old.
that.
Can
No.
you believe that? I am officially in my upper 20s.
Look at you.
Or my
Savor
late
that
20s.
moment, motherfucker. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Dude, I don't know. My birthday's been very. Oh,
it's
yeah,
okay.
sorry.
We'll
Your
get there.
intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kings Rings Podcast, episode number 283, Road to the Top, a Willy T birthday extravaganza. I am your host, King Ricky Rose, along with the birthday boy, Willy T, and the K Murphy. So first and foremost, before we get into anything going on in this week in wrestling, because obviously nothing has gone on in this week in wrestling.
Couldn't name a few things on top of my head.
This is actually your birthday, Will.
Yes, February 16th is my actual birthday. It is the day I was born. I'm an Aquarium or an Aquarius, whatever you prefer.
Aquarius.
Yeah, man, 27 years old. It's also sometime this week. I don't know if it was yesterday or the 18th. I think I say it's the 18th, but it's shits and giggles. It's the 7-year anniversary of this podcast, as well as 7-year anniversary of me podcasting. So a big week this week, and I'm going to celebrate in Miami. So it's going to be a wild ride. Next week, my skin is going to be.
I can't wait for you to not get a tan.
So, Kay Murphy, hope you find sunburns sexy.
Well, I'm going to come back from the Bahamas more sunburned than you.
This is true. You are Irish.
Like, no matter how much sunblock I wear, it don't matter. Like, it's coming for me. I had sun poisoning when I was 19, and I'm still upset about it.
I'm glad I don't ever have this problem.
You're very lucky that you don't.
You get ashy.
That's very
though.
true.
I don't want to get.
I don't know.
ashy.
I
That
mean,
sounds terrible.
yeah, but it doesn't hurt my skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
nuisance.
just a nuisance.
Right? Like you wash your hands, put some lotion
And I'm
on,
good. Yeah, I
you're
can keep
good.
it moving. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't peel.
I peel, but just not as
Peeling's weird.
frequently because I'm not out in the sun.
Oh, Ricky, have you ever sunburned? Like, have you ever gotten
once
sunburned?
in Vegas.
Yeah, that's right. I was gonna say I thought it was you.
Because I'm like, you've
Vegas,
told me
but-
this story.
Top lip, burnt to a crisp. Yeah,
Oof.
yeah, it was
Sounds terrible. Sure, wasn't dehydration.
Yeah, a little bit. It's dry heat, so a little bit of both. Yeah,
As always.
Oh, I'm
yeah.
sure.
So it is painstakingly hot in Vegas. Love the place though. Like I would move to Vegas and probably live in the air. Love it, but just really, really hot.
Oh God.
Really, really hot in Vegas. So yeah. Will, so what did you do for your birthday? Have you done anything yet for your birthday?
I worked today because it is Wednesday. It is still in the middle of the week. But yeah, it was a light day. Last night we went out. Me and Jazz went out for a dinner in Hoboken Wine Bar that I forgot existed. So it's always good going back to a place you forgot existed. Then you're like mad because the prices are higher. But it was good. Yeah, I had the short rib. Oh, Maron, fantastic.
Sugar
than
Dip's
that,
great if it's
It
done
sounds
correctly.
delicious.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it was done correctly. It was so
Nice.
tender. But other than that, she slept over last night. She made me breakfast. She made me a breakfast platter. I'll send
breakfast?
pictures.
Ooh.
I'll send pictures in our Discord.
Breakfast platter.
I'll send pictures. I'll send pictures in the Discord during break.
Like
or
a
after the
charcuterie?
like mini French toast, sausage, eggs, little donuts, and muffins. It was phenomenal.
She made you a breakfast charcuterie.
Yeah, pretty much. But the muffins
Dude.
donuts were blocked. But everything else was,
That's
Was it like the mini like blueberry
charcuterie is the
muffins?
dream.
Yes, exactly. No, she got a blueberry and chocolate chip in like one case.
Nice.
Ooh.
I was like, she just knows I like muffins, and she knows what kind
Listen,
of muffins I like.
Blueberry muffins
those are my two favorite
are
muffins.
a massive blueberry muffin,
I
if
love
done correctly, is
muffins.
the greatest thing ever.
Oh yeah, and God bless her too. I've been stressing out about going to Miami because I don't have Miami clothes. Like I look at my
You
closet,
don't,
I'm like, none
you
of
don't
this is
have any
appropriate for
floral
Miami.
patterned shirts.
I literally bought all
No, I
clothes
don't.
from Shein.
I literally don't, and I was freaking out about it. And Jazz got me two. She got me 2 shirts just for Miami. I'm like these are disgusting. They're perfect.
Some of the fits I bought for the Bahamas are
What
insane.
did you buy, Kay?
Well, I have my first Hawaiian shirt, and it's a fit. I love
I'm
it.
kind of scared for
I
this.
got a lot of crops. Why? Hold on. Let me
Yeah,
put
put
it
him
in
in
Discord.
Discord. That'd be really funny.
What in the the
Put it in the KOTR
Patreon one?
Discord. This is our show, anyways.
All right. This is
Yeah,
our show.
Put it in our
Yeah,
Discord.
put it in the war one with context.
Yeah, just
All
post
right,
it no
I
context.
will drop into. I am dropping into the Kings of the Rings Discord
Yeah, please.
some of my best fits for this
Oh my
trip.
god, I cannot wait to see this when it drops in like 3 seconds.
Yo, not gonna lie, getting things out of context in Discord can be the greatest day of your life. It can just be the funniest thing you've ever seen. General King Talk.
Yeah, it
That's
should
the
be
one,
General
right?
King Talk. If you guys want to join our Discord, please let us know. The link to our Discord is in the description below of our show, wherever you guys are listening to us or watching us right now, as we are streaming live right now on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube as we get ready to talk about some of the wild shit that has happened this week in wrestling, supposedly. But let's see what... Kay, did you drop anything yet? Oh,
It says my files are too powerful.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta compress it. I did the same thing. You can
I
see my
see
breakfast.
your breakfast. Your breakfast looks
Your breakfast looks
amazing.
delicious.
fucking outstanding.
Okay, Mr. YLP is about to respond. He probably... I don't know if he's actually watching the show right now.
Yeah, dude, just saying is drop it out of context.
I can see
You'll
you
love
in
it.
both of these, Kay. Clearly.
Well, yes, because I'm wearing them.
Touche.
Touche. I like the second
I
one
like the first one better,
Yeah,
that's just
I think it's more you.
Which one? The Hawaiian shirt?
Oh, there's more fits
Okay, so
coming.
you
Hold on.
put 3 more, for fuck's sake, okay? Yeah, the second
Oh, there
one
are
after-
more.
The second one with like the biker look. You look like you're from Greece.
The
Which
second
one?
one with your
The
boots.
second one.
The Hawaiian shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Hawaiian shirt. I thought it was a leather jacket.
No, it's a Hawaiian shirt. I usually have a leather jacket on, though.
Yeah, the rest
Yeah.
look nice too.
Good job, Kay. You're gonna have a fun time.
I can't wait. And then I also bought 3 different bathing suits. So I have one. It's a plain black top with a white stripe bottom. I bought. Oh wait, they're right here. Hold on. I bought a pink floral
Nice.
pink floral, and then I have a yellow one that is SpongeBob.
Nice.
Very
nice.
Like, I'm so excited for the fashion on this trip.
You gotta do a little walk the runway up and down the cruise ship.
Oh fuck yeah, I am. Like, and I'm packing much more than just those outfits because like I have like similar shirts that I can also like do similar outfits with. I just don't know what I'm gonna be feeling.
Well,
But the outfits I put in Discord are like my
well,
favorites.
you'll figure it out. I wouldn't worry too much about it. But be it as it may, we can talk all about all of this on our post. So let's get into this week in wrestling. And holy shit, breaking news as of yesterday. It is confirmed everywhere, even though some people are still holding out the fact, but this might be a work.
Yeah, those people won't be called dumb.
Oh my god, put AEW on.
Cody
Fuck.
Rhodes and his wife, Brandy Rhodes, have officially left AEW in what appears to be an absolute ridiculous shocker, seemingly out of nowhere. But leading up to this, we knew Cody was wrestling as a talent without a contract for a little bit of time. He then finally did drop the TNT Championship, I believe, to Sammy. And then he kind of just, I believe, was just off air for a little bit. And now out of nowhere, he's gone. Him and Brandy are gone. I do want to read you guys a statement from AEW.
Yes, please. I love it. It's so cute.
So, the statement from AEW from Tony Khan, who identifies himself, which I find very interesting, Will, and is probably why the reason he gets his ass in trouble. He identifies himself as the CEO, the president, the general manager, the head of creative of AEW.
Oh my god.
He has all of those titles. Does he get 4 paychecks too? Oh wait, it's his dad's money. He gets all the paychecks. Like, dude, like, yeah. I mean, I know, like, people love working for you, but god damn, man, I thought Cody had an ego. That's me the whole premise of my rant. I had to start early. Talk about a fucking ego. Run through those again.
Tony Khan identifies himself as the CEO, the president, the general manager, and the head of creative.
All right, dude, you can't be upper and middle management. All right, you can't be both. Like if you take out general manager and just have president and CEO,
Fine.
like that's totally normal. I run into those every single day. But like general manager and head of creative, like no one knows what that means outside of wrestling, so it shouldn't fucking matter. Your titles, titles in the real world, is what's most impressive. You're president and CEO, Tony. That's what you are. That's all you are.
Anywho, he
and to the boys, you're head of talent.
No, he's not head of talent. He's head of creative.
Head of creative. Which, he should be head of creative. This, that's not something you need to say publicly. It doesn't matter. No one cares.
I think, he's probably very excited to feel so official.
Feel important.
And like,
that's anywho.
I love Tony. Big fan of Tony Khan.
He's fanboying a lot too for me, but it's Tony.
That's why I like him so much.
Yeah, right? Yeah, pander to me, bitch. On your knees while you do it, too.
Anywho. Tony Khan states, Cody and Brandy Rhodes were integral to the launch of AEW. Cody's ability, combined with his boldness and his passion for our industry and his love for community outreach, helped AEW deliver on our mission to give fans what they needed for far too long, something new, innovative, and lasting. Brandy helped us shape the AEW story, and I appreciate how hard she fought for us, both in the ring and out of the ring, competing in the women's division while advancing our efforts at inclusion and civic causes, including great partnerships with Culture City and the American Heart Association. I have immense respect and appreciation for Cody and Brandy, and I wish them both the best as they move on from AEW. Thank you, Cody and Brandy. See, this is what I would have loved to have him done with the Swole thing, or something in this tone.
Yeah, but he was pissed at Swole.
Yeah.
Oh, Tony didn't write that. Please.
Clearly.
Cody wrote that.
Yeah, Cody wrote it. Cody wrote it.
I guarantee you Cody Rhodes wrote that.
Well, speaking of which, if somebody still doesn't believe that Cody is gone, Cody made his own statement, and we have it right here, actually.
Oh, good.
Please don't read all. Please, actually, read all of it. I want you to read every single word.
It's your birthday.
Happy birthday, Will. Cody Rhodes is gone.
So,
just
Cody
for you.
says, I love my time at AEW. Amazing locker room, amazing fans, amazing people. The revolution was indeed televised, and I've been incredibly lucky to be a part of that. He wants to thank Tony Khan. He's taken the baton and run with it, and it was an honor to work for him and to know him on a personal level. He's a beautiful soul. Obviously need to thank my incredible wife. Thank my incredible wife and mother of my baby girl. He doesn't say black child. Says,
wow, impressive.
He's on politics yet.
He thanks Brandon for all love and support throughout this journey and the amazing relationship she fostered with Culture City and the American Heart Association. I also need to thank Nick and Matt Jackson. They helped out more than anybody can ever understand. Oops, sorry. Let me just DP let me see. They, as it says, oh,
That's okay. That's enough.
he thanks them. He thanks the QT Marshall, Tony Scabione,
Why?
Margaret Hannon, Burn Rap, the hardest workers in the game, MJF, Sammy, Jay, Darby. He names a lot of the boys in the back. Thanks TNT and Warner Media, blah, blah, blah. He goes, I was empowered to lead at the company, the community outreach team. In the most inward moments, your outward behavior and your ability to take fame, influence, and do something of value for the communities you visit, whether the cameras are on or off, is the highest honor. I am confident Amanda Huber will lead the department with style. So Amanda's doing something. I'm so proud of my creations and contributions.
Yeah, she's in charge of
Okay.
outreach now.
I'm so proud of my creations and contributions. Envy items I supported or collaborated with such wonderful professionals. Thank you, fans. Y'all did the work. Let's live forever. Signed, Cody's ridiculous tattoo. and if you sort of hold on, where's one? And if you still don't think that they're gone, Brandy also made a statement.
Oh
my
God.
God. What did she have to say?
You know what? We got the other two. Read it.
Yeah.
Quality.
Brandy says a heartfelt thank you to every fan that has supported me in AEW. It was an honor to be the company's first chief brand officer. The thank you list is long, so I'll try not to wander. Thank you to Culture City, Special Olympics Illinois, and the American Heart Association for allowing me to cultivate these amazing partnerships. Thank you to every AEW heel, but help me build a dream community of female fans. Yeah. Thank you to every AEW.
That's trying to get doors real quick. That was my joke. Apparently heels. You're supposed to go, what's heels?
Thank you to every AEW wrestler and talent that worked hard to create a great locker room environment. Thank you to the production team, makeup team, and seamstress. Thank you, Dustin, QT, Jerry Lynn, and Leva Bates, out of nowhere, for every ounce of energy encouragement you provided. Thank you to my husband for being that constant rock, my partner, every single day. Thank you to TNT, TBS, and Warner Media for treating me like family. Treating me like your family. Thank you to Tony Khan for giving me this opportunity and platform. I move forward with my daughter and this quote in mind. We must take time to define our own path. Too quickly we can find the world defining it for us. Also, she says, I'll see you on the flippity flop. Quoted by Michael Scott.
It's actually catch you on the flippity flip. She quoted him wrong.
Oh, that's even better.
I'm sorry. Okay, The Office is one of my all-time favorite shows. I've seen it a zillion times, and I say catch you on the flippity flip all the time.
I believe you.
Believe these statements.
So
believe these statements or not. Or not.
No, believe them. No.
Cody and Brandy are gone from AEW. And if that wasn't a big enough shocker for you, Andrew Zarian, a source, and probably the only source I really trust in wrestling, has gone on record and says, sorry, I almost can't say this with a straight face because I find it so fucking funny. Cody Rhodes is in talks with WWE on a return. I hope he has super glue from that throat he ruined.
I was just going to say, I hope he and Triple H
Throne
versus Throne.
Mania match. That's my Dream Mania match now.
Dude, I can't wait for Cody Rhodes to be right back in the mid-card. I can't wait until he jobs out to Shinsuke Nakamura.
He's going to win the 24/7 title against Reginald.
I thought Dana Brooke is the 24/7 champion.
Double-crossed her.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie here. I also agree with you, Ricky. I think Zarian is the most trusted source in wrestling. Tim is one other guy who doesn't really do it anymore. But for me, Zarian will sit on stories because he doesn't want to ruin the surprise. Like he sat on White because he just didn't want to do it. I was like, I respect that. So
that Jay White surprise was a big surprise at the end of Dynamite. That was a cool shit.
Yeah, I was shocked.
First hour of Dynamite.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't think Cody's going to WWE.
Listen,
I can easily see
all it says is he's in talks, and like Who isn't in talks with WWE if you're a big wrestling name?
Yeah.
CM Punk.
I think it's
No, they had
yeah,
talks.
CM Punk,
Punk had talks with WWE.
Well, not again. They're not going to have them again.
But when he was thinking about returning, they had talks with him. So.
Well, yeah.
Punk just didn't want to return.
I'm sure WWE sent him an email.
Well, no, Punk said they wanted him to return at the Rumble, and he didn't want to do that.
Yeah, but to Ricky's point, yeah, you always talk to WWE because they are wrestling.
Yeah.
I seriously think that the fact that they're leaving, because Cody started this company. He was one of you who started the company.
Yeah.
The fact that you're leaving, it's just like, oh, you and Brandy really believe your egos. Like, you really believe your shit smells good.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course they do.
Yeah, they do.
And it's just like, I think you're fools for leaving. I really do. Like, listen, dude, like, you built this. Credit to you for doing what you did in this company, as much as we hate you. Like, you got to give the guy credit for taking the risk.
No, absolutely. I mean,
he's a big part of AEW's success from start to bottom.
Even from the first one, they did All In, and it was just him and the Elite really putting that show together.
Yeah,
and
it's like you think you're bigger than that now to go to WWE. It's like, no, I think he's gonna go hard in that reality star, that hard in on like public sphere. I think he's done with wrestling and he's gonna try and become like a big, like a Rock or John Cena.
Oh no.
He would do
Oh no.
No, and he's not.
No one wants
He's not.
that.
I don't think he's that talented.
No.
He's a great wrestler, but as a character, like, what's he gonna do? Show up on Fast 12 and start yelling at me with a microphone?
Yes.
This is passion. No, that's yelling.
I don't know. My Wednesdays just got so much better.
They haven't for me because I really count on watching Cody Rhodes bleed at least once a week, or take a shot to the head, like in the
or cry.
I love his matches, dude. He's had the great matches in AEW.
He did.
You know, it's good, and it's one of those weird things. It's like, if you take Cody out of the circle of the Elite that helped to make the company, I don't think AEW exists. I don't even think they get the All Out pay-per-view.
No, they don't, because Meltzer makes a bet with Cody Rhodes, not the Young Bucks. Or was it the Young Bucks, or was it both?
Either or, but I think Cody is that.
I think it was Cody.
I think it was Cody, but I think Cody is that kind of one of the only guys probably in that circle with some sense of a business acumen. Yeah. You know, to even think about getting something like this done. So for him to leave is a massive blow to AEW.
Like, I hate Cody, but like, he had the credibility.
It is, but I think AEW will be okay.
Oh yeah, they don't need Cody anymore, but they did in the beginning.
I would have loved to have seen, like, if there was an announcement that Cody Rhodes is not going to be wrestling for AEW anymore and is going to focus on the business side of things. Okay, cool, that makes sense. I would like that idea, but he's leaving. Like, he's gone.
I had read that one of the main reasons that he wanted to leave is when Tony Khan took complete creative control.
That could also be an issue.
He, from what I understand, obviously Dusty was known for being great at booking, and he wanted to further feel like he was following his dad's footsteps. So I guess he wanted to be known as a great booker.
Dude, I really hope he starts another company.
Could you imagine Cody Rhodes starting companies and leaving them?
Dude, I hope he saves ROH.
Would you imagine he buys out ROH out of nowhere?
Yeah, that brings in Braun, Bray, like anyone who's a free agent right now, Karrion Kross.
Honestly, I would love this. I'd be very interested to see what Cody does with ROH alone, without the Elite behind him.
Dude, it would be the biggest heel territory wrestling scene in decades.
It'd be a renegade territory almost.
People would watch it just to hate on it because they hate Cody Rhodes that much.
Which is ironic because it's I feel like Cody Rhodes, and this is the only similarity he has to John Cena, kind of has that John Cena stick on it. Like, people hate the character Cody Rhodes, people hate the character John Cena. But from what I've heard from people that have actually met Cody, couldn't be more nice of a person in real life.
Yeah, so you know my friend who met Darby Allin the other day? He met
how was that?
I'll tell you guys a little bit more about it off air. But he met Cody Rhodes a year ago for a similar like program, like an interview.
Yeah.
Said sweetheart of a guy, super
Really?
nice guy, like down to earth, humble, like just a sweetheart. But also he was supposed to show up at Darby Allin's house and he no-showed. Probably because he was leaving the company.
He had to write a statement.
I should text my buddy Mike. Yeah, Cody didn't show up because he has quit the company.
Yeah, so
Yeah, Darby lives in Atlanta.
yeah, it's well, that's where Cody is, and there's aspirations of Cody wanting to run for office somewhere in Georgia, which I still think is a bad idea.
I do too, dude.
Yeah, I think it's a real bad idea.
Here's the thing. Here's why it's a bad idea. Because he's gonna announce he's a Republican and thinks it's gonna be a face turn.
Yeah.
I'm not dissing on Republicans, but like
I am.
he's gonna think that's gonna be a popular thing.
Yeah, but here's what we have now. We have this possibility, and wrestling fans are going nuts with this because a lot of sources, Zarian included, said we don't know when Cody's going to return, but there is going to be some sort of announcement, quote unquote, in the near future. Probably within like a month or so for that. And who knows where the announcement's going to be, what it's going to say. But now, we have wrestling Twitter and we have people in wrestling kind of speculating about what the fuck is going on. This is not necessarily uncharted territory, because when you think about it, it's just somebody who leaves the company and is a free agent. But now you have the name of Rhodes and Cody Rhodes, somebody who created another company, saying that he might go back to a former company that he hated because of a lot of the issues with it. And a lot of people are speculating, does he come back for WrestleMania?
I'll kill myself.
Is that a possibility?
I will kill myself if Cody Rhodes wrestles at WrestleMania.
I want Cody and Triple H.
I mean, realistically, that would be good because of everything that's happened.
I want Cody and Triple H in a buried alive match so we can finally see the Triple H golden shovel and have it be put to use.
Oh, that would be pretty great.
But it's just wild. And what do you do with that tattoo?
He keeps it, dude. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I had seen a conspiracy theory that it's fake.
No. That is real.
No, I know.
That is 100% real.
That's a choice.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I know more about tattoos than Cody Rhodes does, and that's a fucking choice.
It is a choice.
I guess because he has money. But typically, a lot of tattoo artists will not tattoo somebody there unless it's you're somebody heavily tattooed.
Yeah, well, I guess you decide to do it.
That's one of those spots you have to earn, your hands, knees, your neck, your throat. You have to earn those spots.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes.
My tattoo artist only said recently to me that he would feel comfortable doing my hands.
Wow.
Because I'm tattooed enough.
Yeah.
Where don't matter. Plus, I have a tattoo on my hand already.
Fair enough. So, Birthday Boy, I want to pose this question to you. Let's say you're head of WWE. Cody Rhodes says he wants to come back. What are you doing with him?
Well, I have to ask myself, how does our WrestleMania card look right now?
Okay.
And is there a spot for him? I don't know what the WrestleMania card looks like right now. I mean, we have our big event. We have our big matches, which is good.
Yeah.
It's kind of filling out the rest of the card. You have your top 3 matches right now, pretty much. Which is good, but you got to fill the rest of the card. I'd be like, hey, Cody, do you want to go up against Edge?
Ooh.
Cody Edge, Cody Seth.
Cody
Seth
Styles
would be so much fun.
I mean, people are going wild with Cody and Brandy versus Triple H and Stephanie. It's listen,
Absolutely
dude, Triple H's heart might not literally be
Yeah.
in it. Right? It's I'm not even gonna entertain that idea because I don't want to get. I just don't think it's plausible.
Yeah.
Cody and Vince.
I'd ask him. Hey, do you want to wrestle? Edge?
What about Cody and Kevin?
Kevin Owens. Yeah. That would be surprising, but I think it would be a quiet sleeper.
Or even better, Cody and Miz.
Cody and Miz would be a lot of fun.
Because Miz can be like, you're
Yes.
just trying to be me and you're not me. You know, and
The Miz is fucking awesome.
if you were gonna do a mixed gender tag, you would do Miz and Maurice versus Cody and Brandy.
Yeah.
If you're going to go that route.
You theoretically could also do Seth and Becky versus Cody and
My
Brandy.
lord, no.
I don't want that. I don't want that at all.
My
but, like,
lord, no.
Yeah, no, thank you. That's a hard no for me.
I just don't want to see Brandy.
Somebody must mock this match a lot.
I just don't want to see Brandy Rhodes get abused that badly on TV from Becky, just verbally.
I do. I hate her.
I know, but you need somebody who's going to really kind of semi-break that fourth wall and is allowed to do it like Miz is, and you have to see if Cody can really hold up to that.
What about Sami Zayn? I feel like that would be a fun match.
Sami Zayn with a conspiracy. Oh man, it'll be interesting to see what he does if Cody goes. Best of luck to him in whatever he does. We'll talk a little bit more about that in our little comedic future shock segment, but we are going to move on to other things happening in the world of wrestling. Nothing as big as Cody and Brandy leaving, but some interesting stuff, such as NXT's got a new show. It's going to be on.
This made me laugh.
It's going to be on Peak.
This is the worst thing I've
It's
ever
going
seen.
to be on Peacock only. It's going to be Fridays at 10. Sounds like something that also is on Fridays at 10, known as 205 Live, which apparently is no more. It's going to be called NXT Level Up. There hasn't been much said about it, about who it's going to feature, what it's going to be about. However, it's happening. It's replacing 205 Live. I'm assuming it's going to be the same thing as 205 Live without the whole 205 Live shtick. So Level Up is happening. It's going to happen this Friday. None of you guys, I think, are tuning in because I think you guys will both be away at that time.
Not only that, I don't watch regular NXT. I don't care about their stupid Level Up thing. Like this is a mistake. Oh well, first off, where is it airing?
Peacock only. It's not going to be on TV, so.
Okay, that's good. I mean, but NXT, dude, like I know, Zarian loves numbers. I like listening to him for the ratings mostly. NXT, since they moved to USA for the Olympics,
You mean sci-fi for the Olympics?
Sci-fi, like NXT got 400,000 people watching it. Now, granted, that's because of the move.
Yeah.
But that's bad. That's bad. You have 400,000 people watching your product, and you're going to launch a new show on a streaming service.
I mean, I don't know what the numbers
Bad.
are for Peacock. Not for Peacock, for 205 Live. I don't think they're expecting much from this. I don't think.
No. I mean, I don't think they're doing this in a way as an investment to make money. It's an investment in their talent.
Yeah.
Right. It's literally just, it's developmental. It's dark. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
as dark
it's
and
the
Elevation.
pre-show for
If anything,
it's a pre-show for
I think
for the regular NXT. So these are all going to be taped anyways.
that's fine. Like the idea is fine, but in terms of making money, I think in Peacock, it's a bad idea. I think it would be more successful on YouTube.
Yeah.
I really do. Like AEW's YouTube channel reached over 1 billion views recently, which
That's
is
great.
very impressive. No, well, that's because of Dark and Elevation.
You might have a point because WWE's YouTube is probably the most dominant YouTube I've ever seen, which is
And
gross.
look, WWE's YouTube is outstanding
Yeah.
with the stuff they put there. Like, I know I praise AEW having 1 billion views. WWE has that like tenfold, but they've been around a
I was
lot
like,
longer.
they had that years
Yeah.
ago.
Right? But like, 1 billion views is still 1 billion
Yeah.
views. But like WWE's YouTube, out of all their socials, is probably the most organized and one of their most effective.
Their YouTube is an organization level that I aspire to be.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Honestly, me too. 100%.
Same.
Their playlists, they have playlists for everything.
Yeah.
And they upload so much content, it's hard to follow. They upload so much content, you have to rely on their playlists.
Yeah. Or else you're missing something.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And they get so many views per one thing alone. It is gross.
Like, it's almost to the point where I can't subscribe to them because my feed is too clogged with WWE shit. Where I need something, I know exactly where to go. I think being on Peacock is a bad idea. I think less people are going to watch it.
As compared to like them being on YouTube or something like that.
Yeah, 100%.
I'd be interested to see if that was even a conversation, because if
And at least it's not.
I know,
100%
but
no.
to do a live YouTube event like a Level Up or something, I think that would be interesting. Especially put it this way, especially if you do, Tuesday night live stream, it's Level Up, and it's right before 7 o'clock, right before regular NXT. I think that would help out both programs. In theory. But we'll see what happens then. Maybe I'll tune in. I don't know. I have nothing to do on Friday. But on to the geekier side of things. Well, this might actually intrigue you. Maybe not you so much, K Murphy, but who knows? WWE 2K22 apparently hits different, but it still has some old shit coming out. So GM mode is coming out, Will, and I talked about this a little bit earlier on the Discord. So in their version of GM, the 2K's version of GM mode, called My GM, because everything in 2K, as you know, Will, has a My with it. Oh,
Of course
yeah.
it does.
So you're
My settings. Oh, wow, my.
So you'll be able to become a GM of any of the WWE properties. This includes Raw, SmackDown, NXT, or NXT UK.
Dude, I'm just saying, if they added a DLC pack for Raw Underground, I'd probably buy the game. You can be a GM of Raw Underground.
I would play that.
You will also be able to play as GMs of Adam Pearce, Sonya Deville, Shane, or Stephanie McMahon, each of them having different perks. For instance, Sonya Deville is a morale booster, which I don't know why. And Adam Pearce is more of an instigator, so your rivalries will kind of have a little bit of a boost to them. Or you can be your own GM and create yourself.
That's really cool.
That's fun.
You will have a budget. You will use that budget to draft your superstars. So each superstar has a contract, and you also will need that money in your budget to produce your weekly television show, which you'll get money from the network to do, but you'll also lose money based on the types of matches that you put on. And then you also have to
produce a show.
And then you also have
That's
to
really
pay out your superstars too. You'll be in communication with your superstars, who will tell you if they're feeling good or not feeling good, or if they're not being used. They'll get upset. They may ask to be traded or may ask out of their contract. You also have to answer to Triple H, and he'll give you suggestions like, you should put this person on, you should put that person on, but you don't have to listen to him. And I think what's going to be interesting for you, Will, which I saw in their demo today, was that you can watch your show, like, so you can simulate your matches, you can play your matches on your show, or you can watch a simulation, and while watching the simulation, you can actually pretty much be in the production truck, and you can control the camera angles that people watch on.
That's fun.
Ooh, wow.
I have a question.
That's heavy.
Is there a penalty for not listening to Triple H?
Potentially, yes.
Mm.
Also, you will get feedback from your fans on a 5-star rating about what the matches are, and you'll also get like an actual report of the match of what people thought of it, which should help you guide you through GM. So, if anybody is willing, I'm putting this out there into the universe. I will be doing a GM mode when I get this game, and I challenge anybody to go up against me. So I've been waiting for this for a long time, and I really want to, kind of get my hands wet on this. So, Will, if you ever do buy this game, do you think you will try GM mode?
Yeah, I would if I bought the game,
Yeah.
but I don't think I'm going to buy the game, dude. Like, I have
Understandable.
such little faith in 2K, unless it's NBA. Especially WWE games. Like, I hope this game's good.
Yeah.
I am rooting for this game. I am begging for a really good wrestling game again. It's just 2K hasn't done it for me in so long. It's just like, I'll believe it when I see it kind of energy. I'll buy AEWs because I'm curious, or I'll wait and see how it is and look up the videos and stuff.
Who's producing it? Was that Ukes that's producing it?
I think it's Ukes because it used to be THQ, and THQ used to make the other games. So that I have hope for.
Mm-hmm.
Not much more hope, but some hope.
Yeah, also to be noted, which I totally forgot as I'm reading Francis' comments. Number one, I should probably put this on Twitch if I'm able to sync up my my Xbox and Twitch or whatever, if I put it on PlayStation 5. But also, in your draft, you can use their roster, or you can upload somebody's created roster. So the roster isn't static. You can have different people on your roster. But
I like the customization.
Mhm.
Like I like the perk system sounds like whatever you need a perk system but you kind of it helps it ties the room together. I like that the budgets is really clever because it's like you actually got to.
And each wrestler has a different fighting style, so you got to mix and match styles.
Yeah, and rivalries and faces and heel turns. That's pretty cool. I think a lot of this is going to be behind the scenes stuff as opposed to on screen stuff. Like this, if you're made to simulate everything, like you don't actually wrestle. Wrestling the matches is inconsequential.
Yeah.
But like if you could create storylines and then act out the storylines, I think that
there
would be
was
really
a way
cool.
that you can do it in the other 2K games, but it wasn't within the GM mode.
It wasn't a GM mode. It was like the showcase. If you combine showcase and GM
And made it
mode,
into one big thing,
one big thing where like you have these storylines you can map themselves out, but like there's actual cutscenes and stuff, like the old games. I think that would be really cool. But some people like that, like that fancy baseball, fancy football stats and money kind of aspect of video games. So
I enjoy it.
It checks a box.
Yeah, no, I definitely enjoy being GMs of stuff. I do it in Madden all the time. If I had more time, I'd do it in NBA 2K, but NBA 2K is probably the standard bearer for GM modes or any sort of sports game in general, because that game is damn near flawless every year with what NBA 2K puts out. So I'm interested to see what they do with GM mode. For sure, and I need to get on top of pre-ordering this game when it comes out, 'cause it's coming out very, very soon. But speaking of things,
When does it
end
come
of
out?
March, I believe. My fault, beginning of March. I think it's March 11th. Is when it comes out. But speaking of things happening sooner than that, Elimination Chamber is this weekend. It's on a Saturday for all of us, and you.
On a Saturday
Doesn't really
afternoon.
hit the same.
No, it's too many syllables.
It is on a Saturday afternoon for us on the East Coast.
It's Sunday for them though.
It's,
Actually,
no,
no,
it's
not.
nighttime. It's like
Is
8
it?
o'clock at night.
It's Saturday
night for them.
for them.
Saturday night. It's Saturday morning. For
Saturday
us?
afternoon on the East Coast.
I think it's
yeah.
at noon.
It's going to be on noon.
Noon. So they're 8 hours ahead. How
wanna
many
say
hours
8.
ahead are they?
Probably
Google it.
eight.
Keep talking.
Elimination Chamber is this Saturday. It's not on a Thursday this time. It's this Saturday, so they're trying to get us to actually watch this because there's probably a lot of implications for WrestleMania, as this is the final premium
8 hours.
live. So it's going to be it's the final premium live event before WrestleMania. And let's kick it off, and let's not hold anything back. The WWE Championship
What?
Elimination Chamber. Bobby Lashley will defend against Austin Theory, AJ Styles, Seth freaking Rollins, Matt Riddle, and the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. K. Murphy, who do you got?
Brock Lesnar, baby. Never in my life did I think I would be happily rooting for Brock Lesnar in anything.
Really?
This is true character development. I hated Brock Lesnar for literally forever. But it started with Boombox Brock.
Boombox Brock was so good.
And like, yeah, that was like the beginning of me really loving Brock Lesnar. But like now he's so good. And I really want him and Roman at fucking Mania, title versus title. So, bye, Bobby.
Fair enough. Birthday boy Tarashok. You still going with Brock on this?
I don't know, dude. This is tough. This actually is tough for me. I am gonna go Brock. I do. But then again, Roman has a match, but I think he's just gonna destroy Goldberg.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think he gets involved in this somehow too, because why not? Like you need to build the WrestleMania. You need something to kickstart off this feud of Mania.
Yeah.
Again, why not have Roman get involved? But then how? And then what happens? Then who wins? I'm gonna go Brock. I don't see Seth taking it, and definitely not Matt Riddle. You fucking idiots,
Absolutely not.
dumbass internet morons.
Yeah, I don't think Riddle gets anywhere close. I don't think Theory gets anywhere close to this, although I've been surprised before in the past. AJ Styles is the dark horse out of everybody in this.
Of course, always. You never sleep on
yeah.
AJ Styles, right? It's
Yeah.
fucking AJ
Yeah.
Styles. I just can't see them flip flopping the titles between Brock, Bobby, Brock. Like that's kind of tough for me to see too. Right before
Yeah.
Mania, it's like talk about devaluing your title right before the biggest show of the 2-night spectacular
Stupendous.
that is WrestleMania.
Stupendous.
Stupendous. Excuse me.
Stupendous, yes.
Stupendous.
If you need the definition or if or reading from a thesaurus, ask Pat McAfee. Even though AJ's my dark horse, I still think for some reason Seth slimes his way out to the championship.
Why?
Bobby always thought was transitional, and I think Roman interferes to screw over Brock. Roman's going to interfere in Brock winning this title. That's why I think everybody thinks the obvious Brock is winning, and I think there's a swerve there, and the swerve is Roman gets in and takes out Brock right before he's about to win the title, and helps out Seth in a weird way. Future Shock Mansoor wins it as a 7th entrant.
Like some
friends. We should have put
like some Shield camaraderie.
we should have put Mansoor in this elimination chamber because he's undefeated in Saudi Arabia.
No, dude.
Yeah, I'm saying, where
He's
is he
not
on
on
the
the
card? I haven't seen him.
I think they're afraid to pin him. He's on the card yet.
Yeah, he's not on the card, as we know. He's afraid to pin Mansoor in Saudi. Fair.
They won't do it.
Who starts this match?
Seth,
Versus who?
AJ.
Ooh,
I was going
okay,
to say the same thing, but I was going to say AJ first.
I like them.
Then Riddle,
Then Theory.
Bobby, Brock.
I like it.
Yeah.
I also wouldn't be surprised if Bobby.
That or Bobby starts.
I wouldn't be surprised
if
if Bobby starts
too.
either.
Bobby and AJ.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
That
I think honestly, just for 5 minutes, that's all I need, baby. It's fine.
Yes, please. All right, let's move on. We have the women's elimination chamber match, and the winner will go on to face Becky Lynch and the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania, presumably. We have Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Dewdrop, Nikki ASH, and surprise, surprise, Alexa Bliss, who has completed therapy, supposedly, and is now the final entrant into the women's elimination chamber match. Kay Murphy. Tell me why it's not Rhea Ripley.
Well, I can confidently. I was gonna say I can confidently tell you it will not be Dewdrop, Nikki ASH, or Liv Morgan.
Good start. Good start
Very
so far.
I'm stuck between Bianca or Alexa. I don't watch Raw, so these are just gut reactions. Bianca, I feel like it would make sense just because it's SummerSlam. But if Alexa's back and if her character's doing interesting shit right now, they might just put her to Mania.
Dude, it's weird to me that I think Bianca's winning.
Bianca didn't win the gauntlet on Raw, so she will be the last entrant. Yeah.
Last entrant. So you're gonna get Bianca and Becky at WrestleMania as like a consolation match. Just like it's so secondary to everything else going on. It's like, Becky, we didn't give you Ronda, so here's Bianca. Have fun. Go play over there.
Yeah. With 2 nights, it does kind of sully some stuff and makes things look. With a 2-night Mania, it should make things a little bit bigger, but it's also 2 nights. It's a lot of wrestling.
Like, it's pretty crazy to me that Becky Lynch isn't main eventing one of these nights of WrestleMania. And Charlotte. I mean, Charlotte is. Charlotte, fine. Nothing wrong with Charlotte. But, Becky was your biggest star.
Yeah, it still surprises the crap out of me that she's not headlining this.
You had your biggest star you've had in a decade. Well, it's because Becky, Ronda doesn't want to. Ronda wants to work with Charlotte because they're friends. That's what actually is going on. Ronda's using her pole backstage because she's Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, and Charlotte's probably being Charlotte.
It just sucks because that's the incorrect match.
It is the incorrect match. It is.
That's gonna be my piss break, honestly.
It's a money match, though. Don't get me wrong.
It's a money match.
It
That's
is a
the
money
correct
match.
money match.
I just don't want it.
But politics also plays a role in anything, such as WWE. But I can see Bianca. Rhea Ripley did have a good showing at the Gauntlet, but you never rule out Alexa. But I'm gonna go with Bianca too. Bianca seems like the most formidable one out of all of this because also Asuka's not back in. What the fuck is going on with Asuka?
Could you fucking imagine if Nikki ASH versus Becky Lynch at WrestleMania?
No, I can't actually. I was trying to find like anywhere where there'd be an argument for it, but no, there isn't. There really is not one. So let's move along in the card. The Mance Chapel Memorial fight for the Universal Championship, aka WrestleMania Rewind from WrestleMania 36. We have the Universal title on the line. Goldberg versus Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, ahead of a table. Paul Heyman's secret lover himself, Roman Reigns. So, Will, tell me why it's not going to be Goldberg.
How much time you got? Goldberg is there for a paycheck, baby. I mean, I'm not blaming him, right? It's probably in his contract. He has X amount of Saudi Arabia matches because this money. So I'm not dissing on the business. It's just like, okay, fine. Like I forget who it was. I don't know if I saw it on Instagram or on Discord. It was just like, Brock should come back, beat Cesaro, beat someone else, and then build Roman Reigns. I'm just like, no, that's completely wrong. No. No. This is a one-off, and he's losing, so it doesn't matter. And you don't need Goldberg wrestling on SmackDown.
No.
Like, no, thank you. Goldberg versus Cesaro, no fucking thank you. Like, I don't need Goldberg being built up. He's a Hall of Famer. He's been built up for 20 years. Okay,
let me tell you why Goldberg should win.
Okay.
Please.
First and foremost, I deserve it.
Okay. Point noted.
I think it would be a conversation piece for sure, and would generate buzz. I also feel I saw a rumor today that on fucking Twitter that shook me to my core. So this is where my fantasy booking and this is my future shock. Bill Goldberg beats Roman Reigns for the title, and then the main event of WrestleMania in his comeback match is William Goldberg versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Stone Cold Steve Austin wins.
Okay, what you just said was a fireable offense.
The title.
Hey, man, fancy booking. I respect your opinion, but you're so wrong.
But the end result gets you Stone Cold Steve Austin as the champion.
Even Austin doesn't want to do that.
I mean, apparently WWE is begging Austin to be at WrestleMania. That's the rumor backstage. I think that bitch is
full
going,
begging.
Hey, pal, how much money you want?
Well, damn, Vince.
Like, are they begging Stone Cold? I saw that rumor. I saw I think Meltzer or whoever reported it. Like, they really, really want Stone Cold to. Well, no shit, they want
Texas.
Stone Cold. But they're making it sound like that Stone Cold doesn't want to be there. He's trying to convince them. Like, dude, Stone Cold has an amazing relationship with WWE. Like, duh, he's gonna be there.
Even though he actually lives out in LA now, I think, but still, he'll go back. He doesn't care. Speaking of which,
Who, Austin? He's on the Broken Skull Ranch. Well, I think he's out in I think he's out in Texas. He probably has a place in LA. He's fucking Stone Cold. But I think his primary residence is on his ranch in Texas.
Who the fuck knows? All I do know is that even though it is your birthday, Will, it is officially 1 month till 316 Day, and we are going to have a 316 podcast. Because February and March marry each other. So we got to start planning. I already have my Broken Skull IPA, so
I have to get a Stone Cold.
We will be having a 316 podcast, so something to look forward to in the future. And in the future is LOL Roman wins. Moving along to another legend versus current superstar match, which is a shame that this might be a bigger highlighted match than Becky's match at Mania. You have Lita challenging Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's title in a match that Kate Murphy probably never thought they'd ever see in their life.
Do you know how excited
You're about to tell
us? This should have been the Mania match, honestly. And
that's what I thought. Honestly, that's what I thought the build was when she showed up.
So stupid. Like, they should have flip-flopped, and Bianca and Becky should have done Elimination Chamber, or Becky or whoever, and then Becky, Lita, Mania. That just makes sense. But obviously Becky wins. But how fucking cool would it be if Lita won?
That'd be pretty knocking futs.
I would love to see like her have like one good last run.
Well, that's the interesting thing about it. So not Becky Lynch, sorry, they did a contract signing this week on Raw because of all things, a contract signing, and Becky Lynch. I understood what she was coming out as. She came out as like a teenage dope. Like she looked like she was like hungover and like she's like, I don't want to beat you, I don't want to beat you, I looked up to you, blah blah blah. But in that whole banter and back and forth, Lita did mention, I don't know if this was just kayfabe or she's just working the crowd to get him excited. She did say, I didn't just come back for one match, I have one more run left in me. So there is the possibility that Lita is back for longer than we think.
That's my hope. Like, that would get me watching again.
Be it as it may, well, Becky's still winning this. Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. I do want to see the moment, because if they are going to extend this, I do want to see a moment where, like, Lita's walking backstage and she, like, bumps into Edge.
God. That would be so funny. And then she gets a phone call. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing Lita and Beth go at it.
That would be.
I put that on a Mania card.
Die of joy.
I personally, just for no reason, like have a different storyline if you want, but I just think that would be really funny.
But if you know, you know.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. Yeah, if you know
Edge
exactly.
Is a special guest
you know.
referee.
Perfect. Thank you, Kay Murphy.
Yes.
Oh my god. That'd be my first match of GM
Absolutely.
mode, Lita versus Beth, with Edge as a special guest referee. Oh man, moving along to other things on the card. Miz versus Rey Mysterio in a match that got really, really personal really quick because Miz alleges that Dominic is Eddie's son, which is still a possibility. If I'm being honest.
Yeah.
And I actually don't know who wins this, Kay.
My gut is telling me Ray. I don't know why. I just feel like Ray's.
I think this is one of those, like, send them home happy matches, which will be Ray winning.
Yeah. But the only reason I could see Ray losing is if Dominic turns on him to help the Miz.
I love that. I love Dominic turning on Ray. I don't love it for Saudi Arabia.
Why?
I think that is a moment that you need more of your primary fan base for.
That makes sense.
I'm saying on a bigger stage than a premium live event, but like I would, if you're not gonna do it at Mania, which is fine, do it at the Raw after Mania. Because that's a shock.
That would be amazing. That would be a sick Raw after Mania.
Like that would be.
Dude, Raw after Mania needs to step its game up. It hasn't been good the
It
past
has
few
not.
years. Granted, the first one was an empty crowd, so I'll give them that. But last year was just like, wow, you guys just kind of forgot.
I don't remember
this,
what
didn't
happened
you?
in Raw after Mania.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But who you got for this? Well, you say Ray wins this?
I say Miz. He just took an L to the Edge, having lose 2 in a row. So give him some credibility. And Ray, it never gets built up for anything anyway.
You need to build up Ray for anything. He's Ray fucking Mysterio.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like Miz, this is another match I never knew I wanted to see until I'm seeing it. Like, that's how I felt with Edge. I feel the same thing with Ray. It's like, oh, this is interesting. Even though I'm pretty sure they wrestled a bunch.
I don't remember them ever wrestling.
In like that 2009 run. Maybe if I go back and find something.
I feel like they wrestled on Raw or something.
Yeah, maybe like it's like a one-off match, but I don't think they had a program. But I don't know. I'm interested.
I'm picking Ray because Ray's the cover boy of 2K.
Yeah, that's why. Don't watch me go there, King. That is your real Ray.
That is your real Ray. Nice. Surprisingly, the SmackDown Tag Team titles are on the line. The Usos versus the Viking Raiders. And that Ivar, he is still really cute. Eric, not so much. So, is there any chance, any chance at all, Will, of the Usos dropping these titles?
Yeah, of course. SmackDown, the tag team titles mean nothing in this company. They could drop at any time without rhyme or reason. Yeah, they could lose them. Everyone's like, oh, the Usos with Roman, he's got to have a long story. No. To what tag team are they going to intertwine into Roman's story? They could drop at any time and it means nothing.
Fair. So,
will they drop? I don't think so.
Will you think they
don't think they'll
drop
drop
at in Saudi?
No, I don't.
No.
But they could. I wouldn't be shocked if they did.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll drop to the Viking
Which is a shame
Raiders.
because the Viking Raiders are such a fun fucking tag team. But I think you need to build the Viking Raiders to be formidable opponents. And so, like, I love them. I love their in-ring style, but it's something about the Viking Raiders headpiece that really is just off for me.
Like, wow, you guys look fucking ridiculous.
Like, I get it's supposed to be Viking. That's probably like traditional like Viking garments up or something. It doesn't look menacing.
I mean, it's okay. It's okay to have. Well, they took something menacing and they made it for kids.
Fair. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to have a kid-friendly. This is a children's show. Like, don't forget that. This is a show that is sometimes made specifically for kids. It has some adult things in it. But this is just a straight up you're a gimmick for the kids, which, I understand. It's WWE is still a variety show.
Yes, it is. Moving along to I think. Oh yeah, there's another tag match.
What
yes,
the
actually,
fuck?
this is from SmackDown. So you have Ronda teaming up with Naomi, who had a fantastic match against Charlotte for the title, which obviously Charlotte found a sneaky way out. And then you also have Charlotte and Sonya Deville returning to the ring for a tag match. This is something that was set up on SmackDown this past week after the controversy at the end of a Charlotte and Naomi match. This is very interesting on a lot of levels. Obviously, a women's tag match in Saudi, but also you got the possibility of a match that I wanted to see a couple of years ago when Ronda was in her first run, of Ronda, who's obviously the queen of MMA, versus Sonya Deville, who also has an MMA background. I think they could put together a pretty interesting program. If Sonya is not fluctuating with this GM and hating black people or just hating Naomi.
Dude, honestly, shout out to the internet for not calling like a race part of this feud, like at all. They're just ignoring it
because it's targeted towards Naomi. I think that's
it has nothing to do with. I mean, the feud. They're writing it very clever, where they specifically do not mention race on purpose or make any racial gestures or hints of race on purpose. But it's the internet; they love to infer things and consider it fact.
It's also the fact that it's been going on forever.
Yeah. Honestly, dude, I'm excited for that match at Mania.
You think that it's going to happen?
I'm excited to see Sonya back in the ring in a full-time appearance.
Is there any legal reason? Because I know she had the stalker incident. Is there any legal reason that she's not back in the ring? And would it have to do with that case?
I don't think so. I think that case is probably wrapped up by now.
Hope.
I hope. I mean, the U.S. judicial system's also super slow. But I would imagine that it's not an issue anymore.
Hence, probably why she's getting a little bit more in-ring time now.
Correct.
Which would make sense.
Yeah, I can imagine them just like not needing her in that capacity.
As a GM?
As a wrestler.
Well, no, they don't. And she's been doing great as a GM for a very long time.
I love her.
Yeah, she's the one best dressed people in wrestling before Seth Rollins decided he wanted to up the game. But I think she can also do good if she returns to her wrestler role. Like,
I miss her.
Remember
wrestling.
when she was going up against Mandy, and that was she was a fantastic heel. Absolutely, and something that like the women's division needed. Just a diabolical person, and then we didn't get, and then the stalker thing happened, and then she had to quit wrestling, and then she came back as a GM, and so I feel like we kind of lost a lot of Sonya stuff, but maybe this could be help bring Sonya back into the wrestling ring.
I love her as a character, though. Like, I love her promos. I love her presence. I think she's a good GM too. She's
a GM enough, but she's a featured GM in 2K, so that should show you how strong her character has been.
Her wrestling's always been meh for me, but that's fine.
Yeah, so we'll see that. But who wins this? I mean, I'm gonna say Ronda and Naomi because yay.
Yeah, Ronda.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, Ronda just submits Sonya like, guess relatively quickly.
Yeah, Sean's not taking a fall here.
No.
I think Ronda and Naomi win. It's gonna be a hell of an entrance for freaking Naomi and Saudi Arabia with all those glowing. I'm very interested to see how that works out. And then the final.
I want the T-shirt to be giant, glow in the dark. T-shirt.
I'll let you know. Well, if I find it, I'll just send you. I'll take a picture of it and send it to you.
Please, I'll watch it on Monday, but please.
Monday is President's Day, so a lot of people have a day off.
I have off. Thank God, I'll be off.
And also a match that pretty much was put together out of nowhere: Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss, and I believe in a False Counts Anywhere match because
I
gotta
don't
get through
care.
something.
Yep.
This will probably start the show. So.
Yeah, Drew wins. Next.
No, that's the only thing. It's a shame because Madcap Moss or Riddick Moss is a above average wrestler in a shit gimmick. And very sad. We'll see how we get out of it. That's all we have for Elimination Chamber thus far, unless something happens on SmackDown. Obviously, we're doing this before SmackDown recording. So we are going to crown this from a scale of 1 to 10 crowns. 1 crown being bad, 10 crowns being the absolute best show you've ever seen. And we're starting with the birthday boy. How good do you think this premium live event will be, Will?
It's going to be a premium 7 crowns. 7 premium crowns.
7
Count
premium
'em.
crowns.
Yeah. Not live, though. Live to tape.
There. Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. K. Murphy, how many crowns?
I too will give it 7 premium crowns.
I think it's safe to go with 7 premium crowns as well. Yeah, I'm more than okay with that. 7 premium crowns. Bonus question: does Veer show up and think it's Raw?
No.
Okay.
Veer's not
He just
coming.
wanders on a dark elevation. They has given him a job.
What if Cody shows up before Veer does?
Cody will show up before Veer.
What if Veer is?
Cody will show up
What if
instead
Veer
of
is
Veer.
Cody? That's been the play the whole time. They've been using Veer because they couldn't get Cody, and now that they've got him.
Veer's a proxy for Cody Rhodes.
Could you imagine?
Oh, there's a
The heel heat.
Yeah, but it'd be great. I would love to see just the world burn down for a little bit. We're not going to let the world burn down just yet. We have to cut some cake, obviously, for Will. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we got a little bit of NXT to talk about and a bit of a future shock where, surprise, surprise, it's about Cody Rhodes again. So we'll be right back in about 5 minutes.
Oh my god.
Midnight music.
All right, and welcome back, everybody, to Kings of the Rings podcast, episode number 283, Roads to the Top, the Willy T birthday extravaganza. How's your birthday extravaganza going so far, Will?
Dude, it's good, dude. I live a good life. I'm very
Yes, I
happy.
know you're happy when we talked about Cody Rhodes and a Saudi Arabia premium live event, your particular favorites, because we do the best for you on your birthday. Anywho, moving along to another favorite of Will's, NXT 2.0 Vengeance Day. It was
Yay.
Forgot about that.
it was an event. It did happen. We're gonna go through it.
Oh boy.
It was a solid event. I will tell you, it was a very solid event. Not the greatest, but it was a solid event, and it was good. The main event, fantastic. You had Braun Breaker defending against Legado del Fantasma, in particular Santos Escobar, who wore the same style of pants that Eddie Guerrero once wore when he was tag teaming with Rey Mysterio. It's actually perfect to a T, which is really cool. A lot of good false finishes here. Obviously, Braun Breaker retains. What I found very interesting was that Braun Breaker was starting to get booed at the end of this for retaining.
Wow.
But I think it's had to do with the fact that Dolph Ziggler came and super kicked the ever-living shit out of him in the face.
Yes. Oscar bait.
Well, look at this perfectly formed Oscar bait photo right here.
Oh, yeah, let me see this. Yeah, that is pretty good. yeah, that's,
So
dude, the
much.
Yeah.
hair. The hair. I mean, I shit on Dolph Ziggler a lot. That man has the best hair in the business.
If Dolph Ziggler becomes the NXT champion, I will watch NXT
I'm
again.
holding you to Dolph Ziggler comes in, obviously a false finish because Braun Breaker kicked out, which led to Tommaso Ciampa coming out to defend Braun Breaker because they're friends now. We are getting Dolph Ziggler versus Tommaso Ciampa. I believe it's also happening relatively soon on NXT. And I don't know if I've ever thought of a world of wrestling where that actually was going to fucking happen. Yeah.
I didn't.
So that's what it's leading to. I'm very excited for that. Breaker retains. Breaker was getting booed. It makes me think. It also makes me think that Breaker might be moving very, very soon with this, and I think it might be time for him to move too. But he also still is very green. Moving
Move where?
up.
To Raw SmackDown?
I don't see why fuck not.
I think it's way too soon.
That's also the issue when you shot him to the top. He can do nothing else in NXT now if he's not the champion. No. I'm talking Breaker. Yeah.
Braun?
He's gonna be relegated to mid card immediately.
Yes,
And
I
sitting
agree.
catering.
And I don't think there's any room up on the main roster for him. And also, dude, if you're trying to solidify a new brand, don't be swapping out your champion this early. Like, if you're trying to make NXT like a strong 2.0 developmental system, you leave him down there for a long time.
For like another year?
More.
At least.
I say he's a champion for another year.
He is, I believe he is, stop it, Frets. The positive is he's only 23.
Exactly.
So he's got
He's
he's
23?
built like a fucking Mack truck.
Jesus
Can do
Christ.
fucking ranas and kip-ups like it's nobody's business. Like, he's more athletic than his father and his uncle. Which is crazy. And Kay, I know you didn't watch this, but I'm sorry to say, Cameron Grimes lost.
Lost
The
what?
the North American Championship match against Carmelo Hayes, which was probably my match of the night. These guys just go together really well, and Cameron Grimes never really has a bad match, which is very weird to say. But these guys work together really, really well. I thought Cameron Grimes had it for a bit, but Lord Almighty, the sky's the limit with Carmelo Hayes. And I can't wait for the day, because it is going to happen at one point. Carmella and Braun Breaker, if also they remain champions, they need to face off.
Yeah, for sure.
They need to face off, and I can't wait for that to happen. So we've got who is the real champion of champions. Moving along, as well, this was a fun match to start off the show with. They started off with the weaponized cage match between Will's favorite Tony D and Pete Dunne. Tony D impressively also came out in a fucking Maybach.
A what?
A Maybach. It's a car.
It's pronounced to ride back.
Tony,
Feed me
Tony
more.
D comes out in a ride back.
A
A ride back. So. A ride back. I just hit. Okay, I got it. But no, this is a much better use of weapons in a cage, as they were tied to the side of the cage. Pete Dunne stomped on Tony D's hands while Tony D's hands were in a toolbox, which is also very scary to look at. A lot of crazy, gory spots, but a good, entertaining spots here. Pete Dunne ends up beating Tony D. That's Tony. And now it looks like Pete Dunne is going after Carmelo Hayes in the North American Championship. And if there's anybody that's going to take the title off of Carmelo Hayes, let it be Pete. Let him win a title in NXT and not just be the NXT UK, first ever NXT UK or second ever NXT UK champion.
He was a tag champion, wasn't he?
Oh.
The Broserweight.
Yeah, that is true. But give him a singles run. He's been vying to go for either the North American title or the NXT title way too many times, and they're never giving it to him.
I'm surprised Pete Dunne hasn't been moved to main
Pete
roster
Dunne's
yet,
also still
honestly.
not.
There's no.
He's still not 30.
Huh?
He's like 26.
Yeah, he is young.
Yeah. I think they're trying to. I think they're. It's no fault of Pete's. But it's one of those things where sometimes he's not. It's hard to understand him just because his dialect is very heavy.
What would he do on the main roster? He's too small.
I feel like you don't change him up a little bit. You keep his style, and I think
he'd be a good IC champion.
Yeah, he's a worker.
Him and Sheamus would feud, and then what?
No, I think you put him in the mid card in the IC. Put him up against Shinsuke.
Dude, the IC title means nothing. The
I didn't
IC
say. I
title
said
is
put him
literally
in
just
the
a
mid
prop.
card. Put him up against Shinsuke. Put him up against Priest. Maybe. But you put him in the middle. I'll put him in the upper card, not even the upper mid card. But I think he's a good mid card, especially to start out with.
Yeah, Pete Dunne's all right.
His style is something that's different and interesting.
It's definitely different. I'll give him that. Definitely different.
There's nobody,
I love that style.
and there's no one else quite like that unless you're in NXT UK. But I think Pete Dunne has crossover appeal because he is a great heel naturally, and he has a great smug look all the time that makes you want to punch him.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that, Kay.
I'm not denying anything. He's a daddy. I'm not ashamed.
And we need to compile your full daddy list. I want to create a K Murphy daddy list like I do weekly NCAA rankings for college football.
I can compile a list and get it back to y'all.
We got to figure out when the list changes and stuff and create criteria. But anywho,
should I put present and past?
no,
daddies?
it's going to be a flowing list.
Uh-huh.
So whatever you're feeling that week, you can change or you can keep it changing.
So are we gonna bring back daddy?
We
every
could.
week?
It can be like Mr. Fred said. It's your daddy list is a 2K22 roster. It's a living roster, so you can update it whenever you want.
Okay.
Yeah,
do
figure it
that.
out. Figure it out. We'll give you your own daddy segment.
Yeah.
We'll do Daddy of the Week. I have to create a logo for that. Speaking of things creating, and the other Rhodes that we're going to mention is Dusty Rhodes on this week's podcast because we have another winner of the Dusty Cup. MSK unsuccessfully could not defend their crown, and they lost to the Creed Brothers, aka the tag team in Diamond Mine, aka Malcolm Bivens. Shining freaking moment. So the Creed Brothers win the Dusty Cup. They are now in line for the NXT Tag Team titles against Imperium, which actually should be a pretty interesting match. Also, the Baby Uso, Solo Sikoa, decided to challenge Gunther. Yes.
What?
He said it just like that.
That's a choice. That's a fucking choice.
So that is also coming on down the road, and the more things change, the more they stay the same, because there's a women's tag match, Toxic Attraction versus Persia Parada and Indy Hartwell, and obviously Toxic Attraction won because no one's beating them for a very long time.
Yeah, I totally forgot Indy Hartwell was a person.
Well,
She's still married to Dexter.
yeah, she's still, and literally Dexter isn't even wrestling. Dexter just shows up for indie matches.
Wow.
But then again, like Will said, the roster on SmackDown and Raw is a little bit tight right now.
Mm-hmm.
You can always boot off Happy Corbin, don't get me wrong, but other than that, it's pretty rock solid.
No, that's a company man through and through.
Who, Corbin?
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude lost his...
They love him over there.
Dude, well, he learned his lesson after he lost his push.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
He learned the hard way to be a company man.
What did he do again?
Okay, so as the story goes, and I know that this is actually 100% correct, during WWE usually has seminars a lot of the time for the talent, and they bring in special experts and stuff like that, and they were doing pretty much a seminar on like concussions and concussion protocol and how to, notice a concussion. The guy they brought in was somebody who was involved in the NFL's concussion, or the Players Association concussion lawsuit on the other side of the Players Association for the NFL. And at the time, way back when, Baron Corbin used to be a part of the NFL.
Yeah.
And so essentially Baron Corbin and the Players Association had sued this guy for damage and stuff like that. And Baron Corbin doesn't really like him. And
Sure.
and so what ended up happening was, during this thing, Baron Corbin was deliberately causing a scene and trying to antagonize this guy in front of the entire SmackDown roster.
Jesus
And the
Christ.
voice of reason in this whole thing was Rusev.
Classic.
What?
Rusev.
Yeah. So because of...
Was it Rusev Day?
It probably was Rusev Day after that. So because of that whole instance, that's when Baron Corbin was taught a lesson.
Yeah.
And lost his briefcase.
He did lose his briefcase.
But that's all we got from NXT. That's all we got from Vengeance Day. And let's move on to, obviously, our Future Shock, a little gimmicky portion of the show where we end things off. And our Future Shock subject this week is obviously that tattooed neck man himself, Cody Rhodes. So here's why I put Cody Rhodes here again. Not because I like talking about him, because honestly, I really don't. But more so let's say hypothetically, Cody Rhodes is done with wrestling. This is his farewell. He's no longer doing wrestling. But there's an announcement coming soon. Where does Cody Rhodes show up again, or attempt to resurface again in the world, or in the pop culture lexicon? Where do we see Cody?
Dude, he signs a 5-movie deal with Netflix to do a buddy cop series with Adam Sandler.
That's amazing. That's really good.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
I came up with that off the top of my head. I just came up with that.
My gut response is that he was going to have another half-black child.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, he's another kid.
Yeah.
Sure. That's not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Cody signs up to be. Cody signs up to be in a Marvel movie, not as a hero, not as a villain, but as a random cameo.
Cody Rhodes is the Stan Lee of the Marvel MCU.
Dude, Cody Rhodes tries to become an actual Olympic wrestler. With a broken friggin' neck. He gets matching tattoos on the other side of his neck.
Nice. But I will
Cody Rhodes changes his hair color.
To what?
I can see him doing a pastel.
Cody Rhodes gets a residency in Vegas.
Doing what?
Stand-up comedian.
No. Oh. Cody Rhodes hosted TED Talk about the American dream.
That's really good too.
Thank you.
And he does it while bleeding.
And crying.
Yeah, I like that one. Cody Rhodes. Actually, I'm gonna go for a politics team. That's not gonna work. Cody Rhodes is the new manager of Dunder Mifflin. Good job. Cody Rhodes becomes a voice actor for the Powderpuff Girls.
Oh my God! As who?
The city of Townsville. Ew, Cody. You know, he's just a new voice of him.
Absolutely not. No.
I'm Mojo Cody.
Cody Rhodes. What do I want?
I have
him
one.
to do?
Cody Rhodes joins the Star Wars universe. He shows up in the show Andor and gets shot down in the first episode. Cody Rhodes becomes a new Scorpion
Cody
King.
Rhodes.
I hope
Cody
Vince pulls him in his office and just goes, I see rectangles.
Cody
Yellow
Rhodes has a
rectangles.
Cody Rhodes has a cameo in The Kings of Power and gets murdered by an orc.
Dude, Cody Rhodes gets canceled for having a too critically racy cameo. Like online on the cameos.
Yeah.
He says something stupid, it goes viral and his career's over. Oh, he gets a new show on CNN Plus that nobody watches. You probably just learned from me. Yes, a CNN Plus exists.
What is CNN Plus?
Exactly.
Here we go. All right, so Cody Rhodes continues his show Road to the Top, and while filming Road to the Top, he mistakenly becomes a cameo in another hit show called Ms. and Mrs.
Ms. and Mrs.
Oh my God.
Roads to be neighbors. I don't know. like they become neighbors.
Cody Rhodes has a star in the Hollywood Walk of
What's
Fame.
up?
Does Cody have a star in the
hell
Walk
no.
of Fame?
No,
He
not
gets
a
a star in the
chance.
Not
Walk
a
of Fame.
chance.
No. Dude, he moves next door to Kanye, and it becomes instead of a love triangle, it's like a love rectangle. That's what Vince meant by being rectangles.
Oh my God.
I guess it'd be a pentagon, so it'd be 5 of them.
Oh my God. Yeah, Cody Rhodes spearheads the new generation of jackass.
Ew. No.
No.
Someone else in AEW is going to do that.
Touche. Cody Rhodes is the new host of America's Funniest Home Videos.
Ew. Absolutely not. He has no
no.
talent.
You need talent to be a host of
he replaces-
AFV.
You'd be surprised. He replaces Howard Stern on America's Got Talent judges. That's what you know his audition for his stupid Go Big Show is. People remember who Howard Stern is, and they finally want to cancel him.
Cody Rhodes hosts like the Dick Clark's Rock New Year's
But not
Eve,
Ryan-
but not the Dick Clark one, the one that's on like Channel 2 that no one
I
watches.
say Cody Rhodes replaces Ryan Seacrest as the host of American Idol.
He hosts SNL and ratings go down.
I can genuinely see Cody Rhodes on a future season of American Horror Story.
Oh yeah,
And dying.
yeah.
and bleeding.
If there's blood involved, Cody's gonna do it. Cody Rhodes gets SNL canceled.
Cody Rhodes gets The Simpsons canceled.
Cody Rhodes tries to become a voice actor for South Park.
Cody Rhodes guest stars on the reboot of The Proud Family.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Oh my god, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes joins the Cleveland show.
Oh my god. Is that still on?
It's not still on. No. I'm getting in trouble for this one, but Cody Rhodes is the new lead actor of a show Blackish.
No.
Oh my god. Cody Rhodes does not host Kings of the Rings podcast. Get out of here, Fred. You're fired. Oh. Flair was on what show? Oh, there's a Cody Rhodes episode of Dark Side of the Ring. That's what it'll be. Cody Rhodes. There'll be a Cody Rhodes episode of Dark Side of the Ring. And it'll be him and his controversial character Stardust. Although I do want beautiful Cody Rhodes. Was it beautiful Cody Rhodes that had the trash bag to come back?
Dashing.
I thought
Cody
Dashing
Rhodes.
was the mustache.
It was dashing and grotesque.
Grotesque Cody returns.
Like Disturbed,
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know.
But in all seriousness, if Cody Rhodes does return to wrestling, and it's hoping that he does, and if he does return to WWE, here's the moment that he has to do. He's got to say, yes, folks, the name of my contract does say Khan, but it's not Tony Khan. It's Nick Khan. Oh, nice, bro. It's undashing Cody Rhodes. That would be his Dark Side of the Ring title. The undashing of Cody Rhodes. Oh man, but anyway, that's it. So, Will, how did you enjoy your birthday so far?
2 more hours and counting, and then I can go about my regular life, and people can leave me alone again.
Yeah.
My God, Will, you are getting old. You're learning. You're learning.
Being left alone is great.
I did honestly. I was like sitting here last Wednesday at work, and I was just like, oh yeah, my birthday's in a week. Holy shit. I haven't thought about it. I've been so busy.
Mm-hmm.
I've been working so much and still working so much.
You got good ass
And,
breakfast.
Like just I did get a good ass breakfast. This
It
weekend
was
away is gonna
delicious.
be nice. Like weekend last week. When I'm away,
Yeah.
which is nice. But like when I'm in work mode, dude, I just forget about other things. My birthday was just something that was just like I didn't hit up any of my friends, like go out in the city or go get fucked up or whatever. Like I was just like, me and Jazz will go out for dinner. I'll see my family. I kept it low key. I like low key birthdays nowadays.
You're getting old.
I love a low-key birthday.
Getting old. So, well, we hope you enjoy the rest of your birthday while we get out of here. So yeah, just hit that music button. Yeah, that's your birthday. Well, you are still in work mode. That is that for you. We do have a post show coming up,
That's
but we do have to wrap up. But please stay for the post show if you do have a chance. Anywho. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been listening to episode 283 of the Kings of the Rings podcast, Roads to the Top, a Willy T birthday extravaganza. First and foremost, happy birthday to Mr. William Tarashak, the founder,
Thank you.
the proprietor, the Mac militant of this show.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
that's me.
that is definitely him, Willy T. But I am your current host now, King Ricky Rose. You can find me at Ambassador Biggs across all social media outlets, BIGZ Ambassador Biggs, Kings of the Rings podcast at KOTR _podcast on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Like, share, subscribe, leave us some 5-star reviews wherever you listen to your podcast, and follow our network station, Wrestle Addict Radio, and that's where you can find us on our podcast streams as well. So follow Wrestle Addict Radio at their socials at addict_wrestle on Twitter, and Wrestle Addict Radio on Facebook and Instagram. We have Elimination Chamber coming up this weekend in honor of Willy T's birthday, because obviously that's his favorite. And that is the final premium live event before WrestleMania, and who knows who might show up for WrestleMania this year, because right now on the table, it damn sure could be Cody freaking Rhodes. What a time we live in. What a time we live in. Will Tarashak, birthday boy, final words.
My main thing to find me, a bunch of my podcasts are being released over the past few weeks, more coming throughout the month of March. But after that, I need more podcast guests, bruh. I need people to be on these fucking things. Reach out to me if you want to be a guest on either of my podcasts. Shoot the shit. Talk for an hour about, who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Fun. Cut videos. You get blasted all over my LinkedIn every day. There's a lot of shit going out there recently. But yeah, that's what I keep doing. K Murphy. I'll schedule you for March, K Murphy.
Yes, I would love to do that. I am so excited to going on a boat next week and to get away from everybody and everything. I'm not going to have internet, so nobody will be able to.
And that's going to be the best time to blow you up, Kay.
Yes. But can be ignored by me across all social media platforms.
Turn that volume down a little bit, Will. Sorry again. Kay, go again.
And happy birthday, Will.
There we go.
Well.
There we go.
You want me to say all that?
No, you're good.
Again?
You're good. They know it. They know all that good
Great.
stuff. Links and everything are in the description below from this. When we come back next week, it'll just be the older gentleman Willy T and myself as we go through Elimination Chamber. Maybe we'll have an announcement from Cody Rhodes. Maybe we'll have a better idea of the WrestleMania card. Who the fuck knows? But what we do know for sure is this one thing, and that's fuck you, Slack. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 283 of the Kings of Rings podcast. Roads to the top. Goodbye. Good night. Hopefully you'll join us on our post show. And we'll see you soon. Oh, that neck tattoo, man. My goodness.
Such a nightmare. Hard to pun. That was unintentional, I swear.
But yeah,
He is a nightmare, though. He's aptly named.
He is aptly named. But oh man, put that shirt on, put that tattoo on a t-shirt, sells it like hotcakes.
I saw a temporary tattoo of that for sale, and I got upset.
Did you really?
So there's some stupid Republican-ass children wearing that.
No way.
Definitely.
I thought you knew that for sure.
Well, I saw this tattoos on sale. I have not seen the photos of the children in them.
You made it sound like it was like for some reason I thought Cody's tattoo was like some authentic artist rendition of it.
I don't know anything about that tattoo except that it's bad.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Tip of the Crown post show featuring some of the best tweets from this past week in wrestling, so you can enjoy a lot of the Cody Rhodes tweets that I collected, which I find to be the funniest shit in wrestling Twitter at the moment, like Cody Rhodes trying to rebuild the throne with Super Glue, or his life without contract with that goddamn tattoo.
I hope the WWE makes him wear a turtleneck.
At all times.
At all times.
Could he copyright that tattoo?
Sure.
Yeah.
Probably.
At least the logo design, right? Like if if you could get Coca-Cola tattooed on you, you don't get sued by Coke, but like he can trademark the design. It's like used on a T-shirt or whatever. Yeah, I think I can get Coke tattooed on my body because it's like I can't really sell that. I can't really profit off of that.
Really.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like unless Coke paid you to get the tattoo, it's like I guess that's probably why they can't sue you or anything.
Very true. I do like Cody Rhodes sending up the role like, "Hey, yo, you people know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here."
That was pretty funny. That was good. That was rock solid. The Cody memes have been really good.
Yeah.
No disappointment in the internet.
They were on it quick too. I also like this one from Creative. Can you add Cody Rhodes? You don't have that kind of time. How about we just make Dusty skinnier and call him Cody? Yeah, I'm really excited for this WWE 2K. I think they learned from a year off about how stupid they fucking were.
I hope so,
Yeah.
dude. I mean, like, cause a lot of those games, like Madden, like it's just like a roster update, right? It's just they just copy and paste in the same.
And with Madden, you have to because rookies come in all the time. WWE you don't always actually have to.
Like WWE games, it's like, oh, we stopped making money off these. Let's hopefully we can actually try now.
Yeah. No.
So I feel like they just weren't trying, and 2K is just not a great game studio.
But
for some reason, they just nailed
NBA 2K is brilliant.
Like I give more credit to not 2K.
I think you gotta give credit to the
NBA
NBA for allowing them to be so in depth.
That too. Like that, I give a lot of credit to LeBron for being heavily involved in those games. Like a lot of the players want to be involved with the game, which is just like, oh, you guys care more than 2K does.
Because if you,
I could be wrong. That's how.
But
That's
like if you look at 2K, like they said, if compare 2K to like an actual NBA basketball game, like they got their mannerisms down to a T. Like it's absurd the amount of time they take to study these guys' movements.
Not only that, but the commentary
so good.
It's always different. Like there's no canned commentary in NBA.
Yeah, because
2K.
they updated Madden. They used to update it as the weeks went along, but they don't really do that anymore.
That's cool. Like with WWE still has the same sound bites from SmackDown vs. Raw.
Yeah, I know in 2K all the stuff is updated. I know in Madden for a while they would update as the week progressed. So you would hear like the actual latest news going on with the team. But I know and I think the other cool thing with NBA 2K at least was that they have different commentary teams. Like if it always switches.
Yes, that's something I didn't notice until like late into the game. I was like, holy shit.
Like it switches. There's different sideline reporters, which I think is really freaking cool.
Oh my god, not having Doris Burke every single game is a
I like
godsend.
Doris.
I do not
Really?
like Doris Burke. You know
But like that's something that other sports pro.
Was it David Aldridge?
David
Is the other guy
yeah.
they use? He's like just nerdy enough.
But other companies, other sports things don't do that. Like for instance, because the NBA has like the multiple partnerships, but so does like the NBA, so does the NFL. Like if the NFL allowed Madden to use multiple commentary teams, imagine how much better the game would be. Or like
It's details. It's like just fucking put an effort in. Like for fuck's sake, try.
Or multiple presentations. So like even in the show, you can do like the show's commentary team, or you can do the MLB Network commentary team, and that's kind of cool because the presentation looks different. Now imagine in Madden if you can do like NBC's presentation, or if you're on Monday Night Football, it's ESPN's presentation model.
Dude, I would love to have Tony Romo narrate my games.
Tony Romo's a Chico. He's like, oh, you're going to do this, this, and this. Much better commentator than he was a QB.
Oh yeah, closest he ever got to the Super Bowl.
Very true. So yeah, I hope the details are gonna be good. Oh, French is marking out. So apparently Revolution is happening, and Punk versus MJF
Yeah.
is going to be a dog collar match.
I know. I'm so excited.
What?
I texted Dylan. I'm like, so MJF and Punk dog collar match. So now I definitely want to have a party.
Have you guys ever seen a dog
Well,
collar
so, yeah,
match?
not the
They're
grills.
terrible.
It's like a strap match.
I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, kind of.
I think it's gonna be fun.
Let's hope. Let's hope. But why a dog? Why don't you just have them have a match?
I think I didn't see the segment because that was when I forgot to put Dynamite on. But I think Punk picked the time, the place, and the stipulation.
Of all the matches you could have picked, Punk, you picked a dog collar match. I don't know. Who knows?
It could be awesome. You never know.
Yeah, it's sometimes.
I hope so.
It's like you got to really deliver on the story if you're gonna do a dog collar match.
They had first blood right there. That's all I'm saying.
Seriously, it was legitimately right there.
I mean, they totally can't do that in
What, a
2022.
first blood
though.
match?
Yeah. Even on pay-per-view. Like, if there's any place you could do
Yeah.
it, would be pay-per-view. But no, you can't do that nowadays. Not a chance. People can barely handle Ric Flair, right?
Good old Ric Flair. Just newly divorced his wife again.
You did what on an airplane? Baby, I swear. Woo!
Oh my god. Fucking Flair. So wait, Mr. French, what else is going on? Besides this dog collar match.
Well, right now, Darby and Sammy for the TNT title is the main event of
Solid.
Dynamite.
TNT title on
Yeah.
TBS, baby. Gotta love it.
Oh, Rick, I need you to upload the show tomorrow.
Too ambiguous.
No, the
Oh,
King's
yeah, what
Rings
happened?
feed.
Oh,
I'm not gonna be here.
Yeah, or just upload it now, or just
Do you have? Is everything up in Anchor right now?
for
The description and everything?
Yeah, for War. Yeah,
Sorry,
Yep.
it's already there. Okay. So if it's already
Yeah, it's
drafted, I
already-
can just copy and paste it. Well, if you have everything, send it to me.
what's up? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
already
yeah,
there, and the
look
artwork's
at-
already
look
up
at
there
that.
too. The artwork's in Discord.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the artwork's already up there.
There it is. Okay, yeah, the
Yeah.
draft's there. Copy. Oh, look at me. That's what a great picture.
I wanted to use your Duffman one, but it was too blurry.
Oh, good. I'm holding a shotgun.
Oh, I
Don't
didn't.
do
Oh,
that.
well, no, you cut it out of your Facebook photo.
Oh, good. Good thing I was smart. Good thing I was smart back then. But no, when that picture was taken, I was holding a real
glad I
shotgun.
didn't know.
Jesus.
Yeah, dude, Hempstead was a wild place. Heavy. A heavy ass shotgun. Let me tell you.
Wasn't Thunder and Mercedes doing this right now? Or about to have a match too?
Mercedes and Thunder Rosa was
okay. Who won?
before. I didn't see.
Gotcha. Hold on, let me see. Let me see what WrestleCon's looking like lately. Oh, speaking of WrestleMania stuff, so our the Mania Club tailgate. So we're doing.
Yeah. When Stephanie gave a belt to or
So
whatever.
they're doing obviously 2 tailgates because it's 2 nights. You know how much? Yeah.
Oh,
You know how much they're charging per day? $125.
a lot or nothing. That's a little pricey.
$125 per day, and they're also
Hey.
offering transportation for each day at $50 a pop.
Hey, dude, they became famous, so they upped their prices. They have name value now.
That's just
They got to the point where they can afford to raise their prices.
that's just a lot. I was like, yeah, good for them.
For them. But
Yeah. But that's for us.
Like I can see
I mean, they donate.
most of it goes to
donate
Connor
most of it,
Curry,
right?
yes.
So another reason why. So it's not that they raised their prices. It's that they decided to take a cut for themselves
Probably,
finally.
yeah.
So that's fine, right? Because what you figure, a few years ago, it's probably like what, $50, $100 maybe, 75, give or take there
Yeah.
to get in, and they gave all of it.
Well, they also have to
All
give a
of
cut
it.
to the caterers.
And now
too.
they're like, yeah, and now they, other than expense, like, but they didn't pocket. They probably didn't pocket much, if anything. Now they're just like, okay, now we're gonna take some from ourselves. That's fine with me.
I just would have liked to see some sort of deal that you do for both nights, but it is. I mean, they also probably are expecting a lot of fucking people in Dallas, probably. As well,
Yeah.
which would be even more that you could probably lower it and still make the same amount of money. I'm looking at the WrestleCon. There's a lot of interesting people showing up for WrestleCon. Ooh, Tori Wilson. Well, from the people that I think we've shown before, I mean, Bray Wyatt is pretty much your headliner. Bray Wyatt, Deonna Purrazzo, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, Maria Kanellis, the current NWA champion Matt Cardona. Never thought I'd ever hear that.
Yeah, right. Where'd that come
Yeah,
from?
but that happened. Brian Myers, aka not Slater. Why am I blanking on what his name was in WWE? Kurt Hawkins.
Who's?
Swoggle, Chelsea Green, Killer Cross, Scarlett Bordeaux, Honky Tonk Man, Ted DiBiase Jr. for some reason still has Mickey James and Hardcore Country, the Rock and Roll Express, Nick Aldis, Deborah Al Snow, Chris Van Vliet, who randomly follows us on Twitter. That would be somebody I'd be interested in like shooting the shit with, really. Just kind of just putting your name like, hey, I do a podcast too. Should help me out, Chris. Kurt Angle's gonna be there. Sonny Ono. Ultimo Dragon is actually that's actually fucking great.
Dude, when you said Sonny Ono, I thought you mean like the
No,
John Lennon,
not that
Ono.
Ono. Yeah, not Sonny
whatever.
Bono. Sonny Ono.
I was like, wait, what?
No,
I thought
different
he
one.
died.
Yeah, different one. Kelly, Marina Shafir, Ted DiBiase is gonna be there. IRS, aka Mike Rotunda, Ron Simmons, Acid Smash Demolition, Slick, Briscoe Brothers, Adam Ba. Yeah. One Man Gang, aka Akeem. JJ Dillon is gonna be here, which I didn't know JJ Dillon was still doing shit. Tully Blanchard, Scotty Tuhati, Blake and Murphy. Lita will be there. The Big Show, Paul White, Heath Slater, Road Dogg, Cassidy and Jessica McKay, formerly known as the Iconics. Billy Kay and Peyton Royce will be there. Will's favorite person, Charles Wright, aka the Godfather or Papa Shango.
Love that man.
JBL, Tori Wilson, Kevin Nash, Tony Storm, Scott Hall, Victoria, or Lisa Marie Varon, SoCal Val, who's been on our network, Braun Strowman, EC3, Eric Bischoff.
Dude, one day we're gonna open this list and be like, holy fuck.
Yeah, right. Wait, Sonny's appearing at WrestleCon?
She's a court date.
It's Tammy Lynn Sitch. Francine is going to be there. I'd be interested to see what Francine looks like these days.
That's cool.
Not good. I saw her at the last WrestleCon. I was like, "This is plastic." Yeah, it's better than Marlena.
That's a shame. Marlena was so hot. Dirty Dango, a.k.a. Fandango.
Dirty Dango.
What the fuck is going on?
Ric Flair, Candice Michelle, D'Lo Brown.
Let's do the head bob.
D'Lo Brown, Bushwhacker Luke, Let's see. Gail Kim, who is fucking gorgeous.
I love me some Gail
Yeah.
Kim.
She's very hot.
She is a stunner. Rob Van Dam and Katie Forbes, obviously. Switchblade Jay White, who pretty much isn't doing shit, just walking around places lately. Taya Valkyrie. John Morrison, obviously, because they're two people who are both out of work. Yeah.
Man's gotta eat.
Mark Henry. We have Sergeant Slaughter. Oh, Nia Jax is gonna be there.
Ooh.
That's a draw. Jeff Jarrett. Let's see.
Go from a draw to a
Yeah,
not a
Karen
draw.
Jarrett. The GFW.
Ew. Can you sign a Karen Angle?
Ooh.
I want your other Karen.
Chris Adonis, and and the last person right now they have here is Let's Get Ready to Pop Some Heads, Moose.
Let's get ready to pop
Moose.
some heads.
I am very interested to see how much Nia Jax will draw.
Probably
I mean,
not
she's
that
gonna
much.
draw a lot of people. You know who's not on here, which I'm very upset about, because I always like to go to WrestleCon to see her? Vicky Guerrero.
Yeah, she's always I love seeing Vicky.
She's so...
I'm always shocked by how fucking nice she is.
Yeah.
I've
It's
still never
unbelievable.
met her.
Yeah, we...
It's like, you're supposed to be a bitch. Why aren't you a
Be
bitch?
mad. Be mad. Oh, man, yeah.
Please be mean
They're
to me.
they're gonna still add people till the end of March, so we'll see what happens. Speaking of Vicky and whatnot, so did you know WWE has a documentary about their 9/11, their post 9/11 show?
Yes.
I
Incredible.
just watched it like last week. I was like, holy crap, this is really good.
Yeah, it's out. Yeah, Vince does Rah Rah America really well.
Yeah. I mean, not much else can be said about how he pulled that off. Man's got balls. He earned the term balls the size of grapefruits after that.
Yeah, I mean, and it was the right thing to do. I really like people. He gets a lot of shit for doing that. I disagree.
I commend him for
I
doing it.
thought-
Fuck it.
Yeah, I really do. It's like, listen, when shit gets you down and things are bad, the best thing to do is to act normal.
And what is their job? To put smiles on people's faces, to become a distraction. That's what they did.
In Houston, Texas.
Yeah. What I thought was kind of crazy, because I forgot who was, I think Edge or someone was talking in the thing. It's like they all went out to get food and there was no one around.
There's no lines,
Nothing,
no traffic,
yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, it's like a fucking ghost town.
Dude, 9/11. I mean, I was too young.
I remember
but
I was in 7th grade.
It was weird time.
Yeah. Oh my God. You're telling me you were what, 2nd grade when that happened?
First grade.
Yeah.
First grade.
Jesus. Yeah, it was a wild time. Wild time, wild day. Also same day that Jay-Z's The Blueprint 1 came out too, which is pretty surprising.
Really on 9/11.
That's
Again,
wild. I was in 5th grade for 9/11.
Yep, I was in middle school. It was a crazy, crazy time. Crazy, crazy time. I'm slowly opening up to Peacock, to WWE Network on Peacock. I was like, oh, okay, they semi-organized this a little bit better.
No, they didn't. They really didn't. It's bad.
I just, I more so than it being on Peacock, which is whatever. I miss just having the always on stream.
Yeah.
That's actually what I miss the most out of anything.
You could just put something
And
on.
it was an actual television.
Yeah.
channel. And something was always playing on it. That's what I missed the most out of it. Fucking bastards. Well, also, WWE had a commercial on the Super Bowl, too, about WrestleMania.
Oh, they did? That's what the commercial was?
Where they shot a lot of adjectives at you, including stupendous.
Of course they did.
And also, what I found, if there's any evidence that NFL is scripted, here's your evidence. Literally, as soon as the Rams won the Super Bowl, there was already a player with the WWE belt.
I did see that. I was like, wow, that was there already? I mean, but during WWE, they probably made one for each just so it could be on TV.
But I was like, wow, that was real fucking quick. But then what do you...
Just wait, Ricky. There's going to be some little kid in Africa with a Bengals title belt.
Can't use it for shit, but just to carry around.
Yeah, right? They all get a T-shirt. They all have Bengals, like Super Bowl championship T-shirts. They had those made. And they get rid of them. WWE definitely made 2 title belts. They
probably made 1, and they just had the side plates.
Yeah.
That too. You could have done that too. That would be that. See, that would have been smarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cheaper.
Because you know what it is? Because I was like, okay, the Rams won. Triple H sends out the thing. Here's your belt. It's coming. I was like, wait, it's already there. I was like, how the fuck did this happen? Oh, so fucking good. There's some crazy stories that came out of the Super Bowl this year, too. Like, this one...
All the celebrities not wearing masks?
Well, no, not that.
That was so funny. I laughed so hard when I saw those memes.
There was a player, Van Jefferson on the Rams. So...
Didn't his wife give her birth like 3 hours later?
His wife went into labor like midway through the game, yeah.
Right?
In the
or something like
quarter.
that. So as he's celebrating on the field, somebody goes, Van, you've got to go to the hospital. Your wife's in labor.
Like 5 more minutes.
He went into...
That must have been like the best day that guy's life.
They won at 7 something at night, or they won within 2.5 hours after they won. His child was born, and he was there for it.
That's awesome.
I saw some other play on the Rams propose to his girlfriend.
Yeah. That I did. It's some secondary player, but doesn't get any. It's going to be playing time.
Oh.
And the commercials were good too. I'm very excited about Jurassic World Dominion now.
Yeah,
Dude, they're still making those movies.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Now it's they brought the old cast back.
That doesn't make
Jeff
it better.
Goldblum's in it. That's all I need, really.
He was in the last one,
Daddy.
barely. I know I saw Sam Neill like on a screenshot somewhere. I was like, oh, I guess
Yeah,
they're bringing
Sam
him
Neill is
back.
back.
And Laura Dern.
Yep. I was like,
Lord of the Rings trailer was pretty cool.
Oh my god.
Teaser?
I
it was like
marked
a
out
teaser,
so
it was like a TV
hard.
show teaser, right?
TV show trailer,
Yeah.
yeah, Amazon. I am scared.
You're scared?
I don't think it's going to be that good, to be honest.
Before there was a ring, I was like, there's the Hobbits. We know about this. Like, where are you going?
No. Here's the thing. The thing is though, like if you know the history and the lore, there is so much story to tell. This is the whole second age. Like Lord of the Rings, as you know it, takes place in the third age. Like there is so much that happens in the time frame that they're telling about. It's just I just don't think it's gonna be that good. It's my gut's telling me. I really hope I'm wrong. I really do.
I heard that this was supposed to like there's supposed to be multiple seasons going through the second
5
age.
seasons.
That could be wrong.
Yeah, it's gonna be 5. They just want 5 seasons going through the second age. So it starts with the forging of the rings, and it ends with the downfall of the War of the Last Alliance, which is the downfall of Sauron.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna go from they make the rings to Isildur cuts off the ring from his hand, and it ends. Well, actually, until he dies, and then it ends.
I'm trying to be optimistic.
I saw the posters. It's like, oh, a dwarf woman. That's a first. Didn't know you existed.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
I'm gonna watch the fuck out of it.
Of course
don't
you
get
are.
me
Me
wrong.
too.
I'm excited. I'm excited for it, but I'm scared.
I'm scared about what they're gonna do with the Marvel Netflix properties.
Who cares?
I heard they're gonna go to probably Disney Plus.
You're gonna put the Punisher on Disney Plus?
Probably. That's a good point.
Well, taking them off Netflix is not the move.
Well, they have to because Disney got the characters back.
Coming soon to ESPN Plus.
Punisher.
The Punisher.
Hulu. Oh,
That's
it'll go to
the
Hulu.
assumption is they'll go to Hulu.
That's the thing, dude. Disney owns so many properties; they could go anywhere. Like, that's why, like, Paramount Plus annoys me because Warner owns both. It's like, well, you could just put all this on HBO, you know,
Seriously.
assholes. Trying to make me pay for both. I'm not. You're trying to make me.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's a fucking shame. Because I love the Marvel Netflix universe. They had a good thing going.
I was like obsessed.
With who? What character?
Specifically Daredevil and Jessica Jones because I was
Let's say, were you Jessica?
Jones. I was.
You know what's crazy? You're not the only person who was assigned female at birth, but has said that to me.
Yeah.
Especially probably the first season too.
Yes, specifically season
Yeah,
1.
yeah, you're not the
I
first
was-
person who was assigned female at birth who has said that to me.
At the time my hair looked like that. And like I dressed like that.
Yeah.
I was her.
Did you also randomly run into Luke Cage for coffee late at night?
No. That's where it went wrong for me.
Oh man, I'm. Kay, you haven't seen Spider-Man yet, have you? God damn it.
No.
All right. Can't wait to open up that can of worms.
I'm gonna try to go when I get home from the cruise.
Let's say if you weren't leaving. When are you leaving?
Sunday. I literally do not have the energy
That's fine.
or time
Let's say
to
if you're off, I'd be
go.
like, we're fucking going.
There's no way it's
Yeah, it
still
is.
playing in theaters.
You never know.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
They dragged
That's
Endgame
wild.
for a very long time in theaters. Let me see right now. I'll double check while we're on here. Speedy man.
Yeah, I'm not like what.
Yo, good for them.
Yeah, there's still some places that are playing it.
That movie for lasting that long.
When did it come out? December?
Yes.
Hey, Murphy, do you give a fuck about the Oscars?
I watch them, but at this point, I feel like just because I watch them every year.
I don't remember the last time I
How
watched
do you
the
feel?
Oscars.
This is the first year I just don't care. I'm not gonna like. This is the first year I'm actually not. I don't plan on watching.
I'm like I don't know. Lady
And I'm very
Gaga-
upset because I
Lady
used to love
Gaga
the
got
Oscars.
snubbed. Me too. The Oscars used to be better.
It's like I saw lots of the movies. I'm like I really liked Don't Look Up. As I don't care about West Side Story. I heard that Beware of Dog movie, or whatever, on Netflix was really sad. It's like, dude, last year just depressed the shit out of me with all the movies. I just don't want to like see movies and be sad again.
You can so easily see a Spider-Man and like all over the island. I'm looking at stuff right now.
Yeah.
West Side Story I thought was actually
Like-
was good. Didn't get
They're adding it to Disney Plus in the
Let's say,
first week of March.
it didn't
I'm gonna watch
get great
it then.
reviews because I think the guy who plays the main lead kind of sucks.
He got
He
called
sucks
out.
vocally. But everybody else is fine.
I'm trying to think what the only Oscar movies that I know where I saw Being the Ricardos, and like obviously that's like mad Oscar bait.
I should have watched King Richard when I had the chance. I didn't think anything
it's
of
on
it. I didn't
HBO.
think it was going to be Oscar bait. Yeah, it was.
It's
I
still
didn't
on,
watch
isn't it?
It might. I don't know. They usually
I think I saw like they're on there. Like,
Yeah,
2
no,
weeks
it's
ago.
a
okay. They probably
it's
they
a
probably
Warner
put it
product,
back.
so it
They
should
probably
be
put
on
it
there all
back.
the time.
Oh, it was originally in theaters. They only had it on for like the first 2 weeks or whatever. They took it
Oh.
off. And they probably put. They eventually put it back.
I
because they
wanted
finally
to
put
see
it back.
King Richard, and I totally forgot about it.
Dude, Will Smith needs an Oscar.
Seriously.
I really think
Yeah.
he's that. Yeah, he's a great actor.
Oh
Will
yeah,
Smith
absolutely.
is.
So wait, he's never won like best male?
Nope.
No.
He was nominated for Ali, lost. Nominated for Pursuit of Happiness, lost. And I think that's it.
Huh.
Johnny Depp's never won an Oscar either.
He's Captain Jack Sparrow.
Johnny Depp
I-
is my favorite actor. So
I can't think of a movie where I would put him for best actor, like other than Donnie Brasco.
Oh, I did very much enjoy Donnie Brasco. He was nominated for Finding Neverland,
I haven't
and
seen
I
it.
think
Mhm.
it was very good. He was not. I think he might have been nominated for Jack Sparrow once.
No, definitely not.
And what else was?
Bless you.
Have Freckles Google it.
I am.
'Cause I also really like Johnny Depp. He's a great
Yeah.
actor. But I don't think he does a lot of movies that kind of draw Oscar attention.
True.
He has a new movie out that I have to watch. But like, I don't know. I don't know what it's about.
Couldn't tell you. All this movie talk makes me want popcorn really badly, and I do kind of want to I want to
have
see Death on the
popcorn.
Nile. I love a good murder mystery.
Yeah, I like Agatha Christie.
Oh, it's based on an Agatha Christie
Yep,
book?
he was nominated for Jack. Yeah, I told
Yeah.
you he was nominated for as Jack Sparrow.
Oh.
He was?
Yeah, 2004
So the
for
first
Black
one.
Curse of the Black Pearl. Then he was nominated for Finding Neverland, and then he was nominated when he was in Sweeney Todd.
All right, I stand corrected.
All
Thank you, Kay
right.
Murphy.
Yeah. Yeah, I do want to see Death on the Nile. It just looks like a really good cast for and that they can't really fuck up.
Where did I put that?
Ricky, did you ever see Knives
Of
Out?
course.
Dude, I
Of
fucking, that
course.
movie was so good.
It's
Where
brilliant.
Bond, Daniel Craig plays the crazy guy, or whatever.
He plays the last of a gentleman detectives.
That's it. Yeah,
Blanc.
dude, Knives Out was such
So
a fun
fucking
movie.
stupid.
Me and Nash just got high one night and watched it and were not
It's a brilliant
disappointed.
movie. It's really good. To watch Chris Evans play an asshole from Boston.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm also shook that Andrew Garfield got nominated for Tick Tick Boom.
Listen, Andrew Garfield.
I loved that movie and I loved him, and I just didn't think he'd get an Oscar nomination.
I didn't think Andrew Garfield would still be relevant this time around. But
I have to watch Spencer also. I've been dying to see it.
and well, Netflix. We're doing like a couple more Knives Out like spin-offs on Netflix.
I did not know that.
Netflix bought the Knives Out like series
Oh, that's awesome.
because they're like, wow, this movie's too good. We're taking this. So I think there's going to be like 2 or 3 more Knives Out style movies in like its universe. Which makes it, and also it gives Daniel Craig something to do now that he's not Bond anymore. But that final Bond movie, fantastic.
Fun fact: I've never seen a James Bond movie.
Oh my god,
I've only seen Casino Royale.
Casino Royale's a brilliant movie.
It was
Yeah.
really good. I enjoyed it
Casino
thoroughly.
Royale is one of my favorite movies of all time. Like it's so well done. It's perfectly paced, and you understand what's going on. And everybody is perfectly cast in that movie. So you never saw like Spectre or Quantum.
Nope.
I've seen none of them.
I saw Austin Powers. That counts.
No. Oh,
Same. I was never interested in James Bond.
fair. So the James Bonds before Daniel Craig were, for the most part, very like prim and proper English gentlemen. But
Yeah, it was
Connery, Roger Moore, Pierce Brosnan, so on and so forth.
Hold up, Ricky. I know we're talking about Austin Powers. Have you ever played Mass Effect?
No, I know it's on Game Pass, but I hear great things.
Oh, you never played the Mass Effect games? All right, never mind.
But so they were always seen in a very like elegant and stylish light. James Bond, or Daniel Craig's rendition of James Bond, is more true to form of what it was, of the way he was actually supposed to be written like. Daniel Craig's also the first blonde-haired, blue-eyed Bond, so he's called the Blonde Bond. But he's also a massive fuck up. he tries to do things and he screws up half the time, and it happens in Casino Royale. Like in Casino Royale, M, who's like the lead of MI6, is like, "Can you stop killing everybody that we need to use as evidence?" Like he ends up getting pissed off and just offing people, which is great. Also, Casino Royale has one of the best opening scenes ever, where they're running across the African embassy and through like the construction site and shit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You can clearly see it's a Daniel Craig stunt double.
Perfect.
But yeah, I don't know. I actually don't know if James Bond would be your thing. Yeah.
Me? Yeah, I have no interest in it.
Perfectly fine. It's.
I like action movies, but like I don't know. I just white man in a suit just never seemed interesting to me.
Understandable. Especially if they're like.
It sounds like a nightmare, honestly.
Especially if they're like very they're just like a very stale character. Which I didn't think Daniel Craig was a stale character as when he played his Bonds. Which is good.
I've heard they're very good.
His are very good. His Bonds are excellent. Absolutely excellent. But it probably just isn't for you. But I'm very interested to see who they'll do for the next Bond.
Have they had a black Bond?
Not a black Bond. The only criteria, it's kind of like the Harry Potter criteria, where they always have to be from the UK. So like Tom Holland could potentially be Bond. Tom Hardy could be Bond.
Andrew Garfield could be Bond.
I could be Bond.
No, you're not. You're from fucking Massachusetts.
It's close enough.
They don't want you.
It's New England. I'm a new Bond.
Nice.
Could you imagine they reboot James Bond for Boston men?
For Boston. Only people from Boston. Matt Damon, Mark Wahlberg. Actually, no, Matt Damon's from L.A. Matt Damon was born in L.A. It's Ben Affleck,
Chris
Mark
Evans.
Wahlberg, and Bill Burr. That's it.
Idris Elba could do it. There's a good list of people that could be the next Bond.
Yeah.
Where is it?
I kind of want to see Bill Burr as James Bond now. Fuck over here now.
Bill Burr.
Oh yeah, the 18 actors who could be the new James Bond. Tom Hardy, Henry Cavill could be a Bond.
Oh, Superman?
Well, here's the funny story about it. Henry Cavill was supposed to be Daniel Craig's James Bond, but he lost because he was too young. He was 22 when it happened.
Interesting.
He was a front runner before. Idris, Regine Page from Bridgerton.
Well, the thing
Never
about
seen.
Henry Cavill, he might be stuck in a contract where he might not be able to. Yeah, like, even if he wanted to be Bond, he probably couldn't
DC,
do
right?
it because DC because he's on a Netflix show. So Netflix contracts, unless he negotiate out of it, but the contracts work. So if you work for like a Netflix show, you can't do anything else. Period. Like even when the show's off season, like you work for Netflix and the show you're on. until the show's like gone.
Interesting.
So if you work, if you're like a side character, you can't get other
Interesting.
work. You're not allowed
That sucks.
Yeah.
until the show's over. So Henry Cavill might be stuck in a Netflix deal because he plays Geralt. So he probably can't be Superman anymore unless I think he had to negotiate out
We
his
also have
contract.
Cillian Murphy, Sam Hogan.
Cillian Murphy would be.
Cillian Murphy's so fucking hot, and I
It'd
would
be
love
like
him as Bond.
it would be like a smart and diabolical Bond. It's not really like an action flying off.
I would
buildings
watch Bond if Cillian Murphy.
We also
was
have
for
Richard
sure.
Madden, Dev Patel.
Oh, where's your man from Game of Thrones, right?
Here's one that I know you'll go for, and actually, he would actually play a very good Bond, especially because he has the action. He has kind of an action background for it now too. Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah, I've heard his name been floated around out there. That'd be interesting. He'd look
He
great.
already
in a suit.
does. He already does look
I
good
would
in a
love to
suit.
see David Tennant as a Bond.
Tom Hiddleston, James Norton, Henry Golding. I didn't think. Jamie Bell. Oh,
Drake
I
Bell.
can't see James Bell as Bond.
a big one that's kind of an out there pick, but also could work if they really want to turn heads. John Boyega.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah, I like John Boyega.
Give me John Boyega for Bond.
Dan Stevens.
Neil Young.
Daniel Kaluuya, which would be a huge surprise.
What else
Who
is
is
he
that?
in? Oh, is that the guy from Get Out?
Yes, it's the guy from Get Out. He was also in Black
okay.
Panther. He's the one that's dating Okoye in Black Panther. When he's like,
Okay.
when she's like, I'll fight for the kingdom, and I'll kill you if I have to. Yeah,
Right.
he's good.
He's a good actor. He's a good
He
actor.
was fantastic in the Black Panther remake movie. He was fucking amazing.
Wait, he was in the
he
Fred
plays
Hampton
Fred Hampton.
movie. That's right.
Yeah,
That's where I know him
he was
from.
amazing as Fred Hampton. Did you watch that movie?
Oh, yeah, that movie.
It's rough.
Because I didn't know it was Fred Hampton. Like I heard the
They
name
don't talk
every
about
now
him
and
much,
then,
but yeah.
but like I knew nothing, pretty much nothing about like who this guy was and how he was murdered.
Literally, it's.
I was like, damn! I always figured Edgar Hoover was like a
Oh
good
no,
person.
that was no.
No, I kind of feel lied to.
Yeah,
to be
no.
honest.
J. Edgar Hoover was a son of a bitch, as you can see.
I mean, to be fair, I never saw J. Edgar with Leo playing him, so to be fair. But I was like, Leo's playing him. He has to be a good guy.
No. What you saw in J. Edgar Hoover's like CIA briefings, that's what he wanted. That's what he wanted the world to be.
Yeah. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
close.
You know what's crazy about that movie too? Because that's actually the movie I saw last year for my birthday. I went to see the movie. That scene where they murder Fred Hampton, there's no music. It's just literally raw audio.
Yeah, just the movie.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, it's such a heavy movie because that's how it ends.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't like that Rollins is like using his I am a revolutionary.
It did
like,
bother
shtick,
me a
though. It's
little
like
bit,
Rollins,
but I've
like,
gotten over it.
it's like, Seth, do you know who you're stealing from? It's like, I'm not usually one to make a tone deaf argument, but that's a little deaf.
Yeah, it is one of my favorite movies. I was always like, you need to see this movie, like you need to see this movie just to see for historical context at least. Yeah,
So great. It's such a great movie. Very well made. And at the end of the credits, like, yeah, the guy who was a rat, he killed himself once this movie was like his book was
Oh no,
released
it was
or
a
whatever.
documentary that
The
because
documentary,
they
yeah,
showed
the
the real
documentary.
footage of the documentary that they based it off of.
Yeah, and he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna die.
Yeah,
so
they're going to kill me, so
I'm
I'm
just
going
gonna
to
kill
kill
myself.
myself right now. Yeah.
crazy, so
Yeah,
crazy.
and what's really crazy is that Daniel Kaluuya isn't the lead actor in that movie. He's a supporting actor.
Yeah, like he got nominated for Best Supporting Actor. I'm like, motherfucker, this is the lead. But here's the thing: the
The
other
guy who did the docu-
also got nominated for Best
Willy
Supporting
T?
Actor. Think so? Yeah, both of them were nominated for Best Supporting Actor.
Huh.
Think, well, who's the lead?
I honestly for the life of the movie, I thought it was Daniel Kaluuya that was that's the lead.
No, yeah, he should have been. But it was no. Both of them were both lead supporting actors. Guess there was no lead. And that's it was the confused Matt Damon looking motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, oh my god, that movie is so good. You know what got me? Remember the speech he does in the church? Where he says
Which one?
Where he says
He said
I am
four.
the first time he says I am a revolutionary.
Yeah.
That was like that's the best one of the best monologues I've ever heard.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
Oscar scene. That's when that play when he's nominated.
Yeah. Judas and the Black Messiah is what it's named.
That's
Yeah,
it.
Judas
That's what
and
it
the
is.
Black Messiah.
What a
Oh
flick.
yeah. Oh yeah. Jesse Plemons plays a great CIA informant too.
He does. That he
And you
does.
also see how and I think he even has a more prominent performance. Did you see how in the end how conflicted he is?
Yeah, I bet he wasn't too conflicted in
Probably
real life,
not.
though. Like, remember, it's still a
Yeah. The last person on this list besides Daniel Kaluuya is Clive Standen.
Who's that?
He's
I don't know who
been
that
in
is.
Vikings, Camelot, and the BBC series Robin Hood. Good old BBC. I would love Henry Cavill. I would also love Tom Hiddleston.
Tom would be great. Tom Hardy too.
Tom Hardy. But for life of me, I'm going to go with Idris Elba. Dark
That would be
Dark Horse,
dope.
John Boyega, if they really wanted to make a fucking splash. I'd be like, holy shit.
Dude, I would go with John Boyega because he's
Yeah.
younger.
Yeah.
Like if it was Idris Elba like right after The Wire, like yeah, sign me the fuck up. That guy was humongous, dude. Have you seen him in The Wire recently? He's disgusting at how big he is.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Anyway, what is it? 10:30. All right.
Yeah, I
let me
need
get
to
the
go.
fuck out of here. It has been
I'm
fun,
done.
guys, for you guys who have stayed with us and chatted with us and all that hot shit. But it's time for us to go. So let's end this stream right now. Goodbye. Good night. Happy birthday, Will.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday,
See
love
you
of
guys
my
later.
life.
Midnight music.